Jake?
Yeah?
What is a garage if it doesn't have a garage door?
Just some sort of pit.
It would just be like a
What is it there for?
room. Like, how would you get out? Your car would be stuck inside. That's where Trident Access Services come in. Garage doors.
That's
How
right.
about a new garage door for your house?
New garage door, or they can do repair. The website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy over there, veteran-owned company, 817-512-1212. These are not your father's garage doors. I don't know that my dad ever had a garage door.
Did he ever have an entry gate?
I can promise you he didn't.
Because they install the gates, too. Get a gate.
He didn't have anything close to this. So whether you're replacing a damaged door, updating your home's look, do it with Trident Access Services. He's the king of the seas and the king of access services at txtrident.com.
All right.
Happy Business Wednesday to those who celebrate. We do not celebrate this week. We are working because somebody has asked for Friday off. I don't know, but I have a guess. And I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
Clayton is here. Intern Henry is rounding third and heading for home. He's his final week interning with the Dumb Zone before he goes back to Missouri. Starts crushing it.
For sure. Driving ladies to Lulu. I don't know, man. That didn't feel good either.
I like it.
I liked it.
Thank
I liked
you.
It as a follow-up.
Lift me up.
A big program yesterday. We've had some controversy with the Brandon Aubrey theme song contest, brought to you by Community Mechanical. Had someone hit me up. They resubmitted their song with one lyric removed. Like, oh, you guys mentioned this lyric. Like, I don't know what to do now. Like, it's cool that meant it wasn't AI. But I don't know what to do. Then I had another just full new entry this morning. Like, hey, I heard that yesterday. I don't know. We've been plugging it for a month.
This place has no rules, no laws. We get what we reap what we sow. It's fine.
That's right. That's like I'm looking at our calendar. I'm like, oh, we had us off Friday? Okay. I
forgot to send the text about, hey, can you guys take it easy? And we mentioned Dan wanted off too. I literally think I wrote it and was like, I'll send it in the morning.
Did I want off too? I can't remember. I did in the past. Anyway, the point is,
I always want off. It's true.
We can say that Cowboys play Friday night. I need the day off.
Is it?
Oh, is it you?
I actually
It's
didn't
me.
know that.
Oh, I thought it was him because he was going like the lake.
I was going to be off on Friday, but we
Oh.
all collectively, you
But when
see
he
somebody
said it, I was
else.
like, that's not a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Reservoir Dogs.
But people are thinking like, oh,
Okay.
I can do what I want. I can't.
Right.
This is worse than working for the man. I just walk in and these guys just tell me what to do. They point me in a direction and I just do it because that's what I do. I don't question authority. Hey, we have sit-I today. We have multiple sit-I, sit-in. I don't know what the plural for sit-in is.
Sit-in-I.
Sits-I.
Sits-I.
Sits-in.
Yeah.
We have Michael Martin.
Sid's in.
Are we allowed to mention your name? Should I ask him before?
Yeah, he's giving you the cut sign.
Yeah, he seems to be like cool to be not on the mic and stuff. He's like, I don't know, I'm scared of Reddit.
He's got something to hide.
He might have something to hide, but that makes him fit in.
He approached me and said he had some soccer tips for me, which, as I've learned over the past couple of days, soccer tips, they kind of come in all shapes and sizes.
What do you mean?
Doesn't seem like just out of the box like a soccer guy to me. He seems like a rugby guy or a
maybe
Aussie rules football or something.
Guard.
Guard.
Pulling guard. He's
guard.
An agile guard.
What do you think of when you hear someone say guard like that, Blake?
What does that mean?
Manny Pacquiao.
Oh.
Watching men guard
running.
with ball.
Anyway, people are giving you soccer tips for your coaching career.
Yeah.
You're one practice into your coaching career.
Right. I do have it easier, man. The game has changed on advice. I think advice is getting better everywhere.
That's
my
weird.
proclamation.
Or people are just feeling more emboldened to like, hey, people want to hear from me. like the social media era. Like I think my voice needs to be heard here now. Jake should hear what I have to say about this. Although when I was as a coach, I loved advice.
Sure.
Because I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, on the couch here in our Game Day Men's Health Studios in downtown Dallas. That's where we're broadcasting from. They still doing the 10% off TRT for life, or have they stopped that because you're doing too well?
I guess possibly if you're hearing this and you're dead, then they've stopped the 10% off for life for you.
Yeah.
But excluding you, yes, GameDayMen'sHealth.com. They have 12 locations here in DFW, and it's 10% off TRT for life. Man, speaking of the youth soccer thing, that's a challenge for my old bones. And the testosterone replacement therapy, the hormone therapy, it helps quite a bit. So if you're curious about it, just go into one of those locations and check it out. GameDayMen'sHealth.com, Dan.
So also sitting on the couch, the casting couch here in the Game Day Men's Health studio.
There's got to be other alliterations we could try, too.
I'm willing to hear.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
couch.
See, he's on command.
Brainstorming meeting. It is an old friend. Well, I guess two old friends because we've met Wes before as well. But it's Wes and Mariola from BVB Dallas. BVB Dallas?
Ooh.
Is that what we call it?
Yep.
This is in the charitable organization that helps things that they need help. What is the charity about?
Alzheimer's research.
Okay.
Correct?
See?
Yes. That's correct.
That's kind of like I might need it.
Yes. Yes.
Hurry
correct.
up. Get this done.
We are producing a case study and testimonial for your funding on a daily basis.
So we'll tell you later, I guess, how to get involved in it. You want to just throw a website out or something real quick? And then we'll
bvbdallas.org is probably a good place to
Okay.
start.
Well, Wes looked like I just asked him to recite.
No, but the game is this coming weekend. It's
Saturday.
this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
August 23rd. It's at Bishop Lynch High School, 7:00 kick. And I was telling them off the air, I saw one of the most competitive football games I've ever seen in my life there. Flag football. They go hard. It's fun.
Was it a better story off the air? What were you just saying?
I'm just saying it's a fun product to go see. Like if we're looking for things.
Oh,
like,
you're talking about them.
yes.
Okay, I just thought
we
you
were
saw
talking
some
about
other
them the whole
random
time.
game. Okay.
Were you guys confused or no?
All right.
Okay.
Like you were just, hey, I was once at Bishop Lynch High School and I saw a game.
No, I was at their game.
Oh, all right.
And it's the sort of thing I think Brooks would like this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Take a kid.
But Blake would certainly downplay it.
Well, Brooks's kid would already be like,
flag football.
and ladies.
Girls can't play football.
Right.
Yeah.
In his household. Come on.
BVB going with tackling Alzheimer's, which I feel like is better than intercepting it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's flag football. So can you say pulling the flag off of
Pull
Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's flags.
Make those players remember that they have flags.
Mm-hmm.
But it is better than intercepting. But
Yeah.
we'll keep brainstorming.
Tackle. Tackle's better.
Yeah, you want to put Alzheimer's down.
Right.
So anyway,
Spear.
on today's program, we have viewer mail. We have some sport. What do we have in sports today? Should we have a sponsor for sports today?
We can wait just a minute or two. I'll get
right.
to you in a second on that one. I have now completed all 8 episodes of the Netflix Jerry documentary. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I highly recommend it if you're a Cowboy fan who's from here, if your quest is to learn anything new. So I guess while we were at camp, it was like he has cancer. Jerry Jones had cancer at one point. We'd sort of heard that.
Is that in the documentary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that why
Yeah.
it was released that day? Okay.
Yeah. A number of the little small news nuggets that you've seen resurface over the past couple of weeks have been because of this documentary and people getting advanced screenings of it. Jimmy stuff. Jerry stuff. I mean, if you just want to get kind of a nostalgia tingles, it's you could probably pick 2 episodes and be fine. I don't know that you need 8 episodes for that because they treat every single episode and every single twist and turn like it's a book of the Bible. or a religious text, except now it's applied. It looks like a Netflix treatment of that, and you don't really learn anything though. There's no obviously right. There's no Rich Dalrymple, for example, who left the organization under unflattering terms, I would say. And we're not really sure, or we can be sure, probably the degree to which he could be involved in something like this is not at all. But there's a number of people who are around. So when they sort of brush up against the White House and some of the other things that were, negative and scandalous, I could imagine if you're just a football fan I'm 40, so I was 7 when they started winning Super Bowls. If you're someone who's my age who didn't grow up around here, it's possible you didn't know that they were like, running trains as a team over at the White House, So I mean, that's the terminology.
I bet like Henry doesn't know.
There's no way Henry doesn't know about the White House if he grew up here. No.
You know about the White House?
Also, he may. I don't want to put him on the spot and make him.
Well, no, but you know about the Cowboys White House.
The Cowboys White House.
Yeah. What is it?
No.
Yeah.
So that's great.
That's it.
So
that's
what
a good
it
litmus
is,
test.
it is a. So when the Cowboys were winning Super Bowls in the 90s, they were tagging chicks two at a time, right?
Mike, is this news to you, Michael?
I'm aware of it, but
Okay.
I don't know much.
Okay,
I know it was their party house.
worthy of. So yes, it was kind of like a party house. They were real famous, so it was tough to go out. You would get, if I'm going to tag two chicks at the same time, but I am seen, somebody could inform my wife or like the paper or like this will get public. So what they did was they didn't buy it, right? But they leased the house in Valley Ranch, which was in the same neighborhood where their practice facility was. So they could almost walking distance to it. They could go to this house, take the ladies, and do their thing. Maybe get a little cocaine in there, right?
Not a little, yeah. I mean,
but it was a party house where they would just have chicks and drugs, and then they would go to practice.
Yeah.
And they would, after practice, they probably would just go here after practice. I doubt before, but who knows? But that was called the Cowboys White House, and it had 6 bedrooms, and pick your bedroom. Michael Irvin was kind of the ringleader there.
Not kind of.
And I believe
he goes by the president of the White House, the entire documentary. That feels kind of like the Great Wall of Dallas to me. I'd heard
because I've never heard
associated with the White House a lot, and it's cool if he wants to be.
I love informing somebody about this. It's an amazing story.
Do you think there
Wes,
were ever?
Yeah, it's the classic case of trying to do the wrong thing the right way.
That's the quote I was waiting on, right?
That's what did he do that in the documentary?
You know what? I don't know that he did it in this one.
Because when Jerry calls him in, yes, he said,
Jerry,
I tried to do the wrong thing the right way, which is a good,
yeah,
which is great. Because yes, I know this is wrong, but the right way to do it is to keep it under. It's like if you're gonna, have a fall guy. If you're gonna be doing coke and drugs or whatever, make sure you have a buddy buy it. You don't go to buy the drugs. Like that's the right way to buy your drugs if you're going to buy the drugs.
And I'm positive that there are people who can fill in some of these gaps for me because I'm in a weird position where I definitely remember being 7 years old. I remember my parents going to Super Bowl watch parties and the images on TV, but also I wasn't following the news. So there's some things that I'm not exactly sure what they're skipping. Like, for example, when Irvin's trial happened, so at that point they're a couple years into winning, and the way that the documentary works is that they're dual timelining you from when Jerry first bought the team and that happening and the peak of success 92, 93, 94. So as success is incrementally getting better and better, they're also showing the climb more and more. So it's dual timelines happening at the same time.
What do you mean the climb? So they're showing early struggles?
So they'll show them when they're children, at the beginning. And then when they skip ahead, it's the start of the Cowboys. And then they'll go back and the timeline will be Jerry in college.
Oh.
And then they'll go back and it'll be a little bit further.
It's a Jerry Jones documentary.
90%. And he didn't produce, his name's not on it.
Well, it's called The Gambler.
Right.
So it's about Jerry. It's not about the Cowboys. It's about Jerry Jones.
Yeah, but the title is what? America's Team, America's Game, America's Team. I don't know. The Gambler and His
Gambler
Cowboys.
and His Cowboys. But yes, it's about Jerry.
Yeah, it's more about Jerry than, say, like, to reference, there is a show called America's Team or America's Game, and it'll be just about a season of the Super Bowl.
Or it's not
a
about
Super Bowl season.
the Cowboys' history. It's not about the 60s and the
Right.
what made them, yeah.
And so it's more
And it's not
like,
even about, from what I understand, about the Cowboys during Jerry's whole tenure, right? Do they not really cover the Romo era? And
dude, it flies by. Like, you're going to think you accidentally set on your remote because they have, 7 hours and 45 minutes of content. The last 40 minutes is the last episode, clearly the shortest one. And I don't know, we compress like Romo in Seattle with the hold into there's no like T.O., there's no Dez.
no T.O.
No. When we get to like episode
That's a major part of the Jerry story. Is that
episode
he would,
7 ends with Emmett breaking the record, if I recall correctly.
and how many episodes are
And
there?
leaving 8. So this is a peak era, the climb, that sort of thing. Do I have something wrong? Oh, somebody was shaking their head over
I feel
there.
like
It's very
that's
possible.
not really.
There's no Parcells at all. Good question. No. I mean, they may have
That's a major part of the
they
Jerry
may
story.
have shown him once because they definitely showed the Seattle game, but there was no stop down. He did not appear. It is Jerry and Jimmy, and them bearing the hatchet of their relationship, right? That's kind of it too. We knew that's what it was going to be based on the way that it was set up on Fox. Remember when Jerry was getting into the Ring of Honor? But
I wonder if they had won the Super Bowl in 2023, which was their goal, right? Obviously, they're always their goal, or at least had a nice higher than essing the bed like one of the worst losses in your ownership history, I would think.
I'm
You would
sure
have to
he
call it
said this a lot,
2023.
but he called it the worst in the documentary in the final episode. He's like in tears after the Green Bay. Jordan Love, folks.
Who could stop Jordan Love is the question. No one has figured that out in the NFL.
Our embarrassments have been many.
But I wonder if they would have highlighted that stuff more had they reached look, here's then how they climbed up again and won it all. But since it just is put in there with the muck of the last 30 years or whatever,
Right.
like why go through all of the muck if it all just leads to the same play? Like if it led to something big, you would have to say, well, Jerry, this is how he did it. He hired his guy. He hired this guy. He did this, but they're just ignoring that stuff.
I halfway wonder if
guessing.
they had won something if it hadn't have turned into 2 seasons or more. I mean, they've got the cheerleader show, so something's obviously, in play here. I know that it's not all the same production company, I don't think, but what would have happened if they had made the Super Bowl, or hell, go nuts. We're imagining we're allowed. They win a Super Bowl that year. They can't have 7 episodes of what they had telling the 90s, really the 80s and 90s story, and then cram a Super Bowl run into the 8th episode.
Right.
The whole shape of I have no idea what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is for. But I guess I just found out that there are people who don't know some of these things. And one of the things
They were 30 years ago, dude, these stories.
I know, but
You got to remember, it does feel like everybody knows, but the people you hang around with,
yeah, I mean,
are really
you're
into
growing
the
up
Cowboy,
with the ticket,
yeah.
like the people. Here's one takeaway for you: just what everyone has always said it is between Jerry and Jimmy and Jerry. It's just exactly that. And Jerry will just say, "Yeah, it's that." I can't give people credit. I have a hard time getting along with people, and I like to make it about me. He's like, I like that.
oh,
Yeah, he's basically said as much.
that is disarmed. That is a force field. Like, oh, okay, I guess I can't.
No, I mean, maybe I'm overstating it, but he says I like the pain and I don't want to do it. Someone else. It's just reframing all the different ways he said it, maybe more forcefully, but he says it right there. There's a couple of parts where I'm uncertain of the information. What do you remember about Michael Irvin's trials in that era? Because
Boy, there was one with like Eric Williams.
the Eric Williams one is when he was accused by a woman, Eric Williams and Michael Irvin, like the week of the Carolina playoff game.
Of like raping her
Correct. Like at gunpoint. I think she did jail time maybe eventually.
for just false,
Yeah.
totally false story.
But in the narrative in the show, they kind of like mash up two court cases because if you recall, the other one is from the hotel.
Wait,
So
is that the one where he has a mink coat and Troy Aikman came to the trial? And
this is what I spent all morning trying to figure out, and I think I got it. But, you know, they highlight that Troy came to court for Irvin. And, you know, have you guys heard that story?
Yeah, is that the cocaine one?
That's the thing, is that it's hard to tell, right? Because they're all within about 18 months there. My understanding is that Troy showed up at the trial to support Michael when he was being falsely accused of something, right? And that, like I said, that woman actually did face consequences for that. The other trial was when the owners of that hotel that Michael Irvin and whoever else were in, and those women were in, and they called the cops to, and they came in, and they had been having the, like, basically orgies, you know, at the hotel. There was cocaine. They got set up by the cops.
so you're saying that's not the one that Troy went to?
I don't think so.
Because I feel like that is the one that Troy went to.
It's possible, but
Because,
Troy went to the cocaine one.
yeah, I thought the Michael Irvin, Eric
When
Williams
they-
one kind of actually just happened pretty quickly. It wasn't like a big spectacle.
yeah, the drug charges were definitely the fur coat. But I just couldn't figure out which one Troy was at, or which one Troy was where he was present. But it was the Eric Williams one was.
So they
the
didn't
week
make
of
that
it.
clear.
No, not to. I didn't think they did, and I looked up a couple of pictures there. But yeah, he took a plea deal. Do you know how this happened, Blake? So
No.
Michael Irvin is in court, and the news is very involved in investigating, I guess, his nightlife, and he's like on candid camera. Like there's people investigating him purchasing crack cocaine, and he's hanging out with women, and he's just doing the wrong thing the right way, and he's hanging out in hotels.
That's
having
the
big
wrong
parties.
thing the wrong way.
This is what resulted in the White House. And I
Ah.
guess probably sometimes they weren't committed to the White House, and then you step out of pocket, you get sacked.
Oh, okay.
Timeline sketchy. But
So while they had the White House in operation, but he's still going to a hotel on the side with two hookers.
it looks like it, yeah. And they were, they were women that he says that when he ended up facing the justice system for it, the DA was like, you're corrupting these young white women with your, like street ways, and I'm going to bury your ass. Actually, he said fillet your ass for this. So that's what Irvin said, and honestly, I buy it based on it was a DA in Dallas in 1995 who probably was frankly tired of the Cowboys parading around NDAs and, the ability, but they don't really get that much into that. They do have a guy who's like kind of mentioned as the fixer, but that's pretty lightly brushed upon. He says he walked in on an orgy, and he's laughing about it. He's just some guy. He's getting to hang out. It just seriously looks like any one of us, Blake, Wes, and they were there to deliver liquor at the White House. But yeah, I guess I have a hard time judging what's new to me or what's enlightening. If nothing else, it seems to me that the story is supposed to be about Jerry and Jimmy and learning lessons, and like the lessons he learned from after Jimmy. But it doesn't really seem like they learned anything. They kind of just kept doubling
he just
down and
hired
getting weaker
Schottenheimer.
and weaker coaches. So I don't know what to tell you about that. But
The lesson he learned is keep doing it my way because look at what we're worth.
yeah, and that's like that's explicit in here several times. I can't recall, Blake, did we ever talk about the podcast Jerry was profiled on called Founders?
I don't think so.
It's for business founders. They call that founders are what they call people who start businesses. We needed a new word for that.
We can get on there.
We had to found that word. We should.
Yeah.
Oh no. We're good.
We'll spilled water.
So Jerry, there's a book about Jerry, and there's a couple of other resources that this guy did this podcast called Founders. And like, for example, did you know what Jerry's dad did growing up primarily?
Whittling. He would whittle on the French.
So he owned
pork.
a grocery store.
Okay.
And in this grocery store, instead of just selling groceries, they always had like a show. They would do a radio show at the grocery store, and his dad would get on there and host a radio show, an AM, I guess, radio show, have bands play, have like essentially comedians come there and announce sales. And Jerry and his family lived there, above the shop, the grocery store. And so he's just, he's romanticizing it, but he's like, I grew up above commerce, and we were trying to pitch this all the time. And that's what it was about. It was about how do we sell it? How do we make it big? Make it big. He literally wrote his thesis at Arkansas on the role of marketing in football, because that's what he'd been thinking about since he lived in this grocery store. So, I don't know. If you were
another guy
for,
living his life off of his thesis that he wrote in college, just like
right.
you.
If anybody was going to watch this and be
Jake
like,
wrote
man,
a thesis in college.
I wonder if Jerry's thinking, man, I learned from this decision. In my mind, what if they could have just kept hiring hard asses over and over and over instead of just
right. Usually, when you flip from hard ass to players coach to hard ass to players coach, it's because things are not going well, and I need something that's a change.
Yeah.
So things are going very, very well, and he hires players coach, Barry Switzer. Then things go real south. He gets into the era of, I'm going to hire a guy I can absolutely control, that's really not on other radars for being head coach, Chan Gailey. He continued that with Dave Campo, and now things are going south. All right, let's get hard ass.
Yeah,
and that's the last
of course. Remember, the hard ass was for the stadium.
It was Parcells, yeah,
right,
for the stadium and for complacency or what, the 5-11 every year. Results. Like, he was cool if you're in the mix. If I get Garrett, that's good enough, because we can go 9 wins, might go 12 wins sometimes. Like. Usually not too bad, but always in the mix. He would say that last week of the season, they're playing for the playoffs. That's like being in the playoffs, basically, as long as you're on the bubble.
It kind of is in my mind.
That was in his mind, too. That's a playoff game. If you win, you keep going. If you don't, and then they wouldn't. And then Romo would say it wasn't the worst day of my life because I got a big screen TV.
There's a couple of things in there about that they just flat out are disagreeing on. It's just older humans saying that's not what happened.
Jerry and Jimmy
is what happened.
Wait, hold on. I want to get to that in a second. But yeah. First, a quick hit on Flooring Direct DFW, because they have a bit right now, 36 months, 0 interest financing, nothing down. It is a back-to-school special, so the offer won't last. You can get a free visit, so they will come out to your house. They have a Dallas showroom. They're local. But they're like, you don't got to go to the showroom. We will come out to your house. They'll bring samples, a sample viewing appointment. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. Special website just for you.
Yeah, it seems like a significant amount of our commerce is related to reducing the beating for you and kind of letting somebody else handle it. And so you don't have to go walk around a flooring store anymore. I actually have like nightmares of that. As a child, they will come to you if that's your thing. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. Meet or beat any competitor's offer. The offer again here is 36-month, 0 interest financing, nothing down. Don't wait, Dan. Don't wait. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ.
I already made my
Get you
appointment.
some floors. Don't fall through. That'd be horrible.
Right, you go out, fall down to China.
The floor direct
crust
magma when I was a kid.
Is that
That's
like
a great one? Yeah,
that like lava below.
You don't want magma anywhere near.
That's what you would have if you didn't have Flooring Direct DFW.com/DZ.
Yeah, floor is magma.
So I heard Machota talking about this, and he had a good point on like the difference between this documentary and the Michael Jordan The Last Dance, because the similarity is that it's signed off on by the guy who it's about. And kind of like the Billy Joel documentary I just recently watched. Good, very good. And the big HBO book that came out about 5 years ago or so kind of explained the theory behind these new wave documentaries. So this is even before The Last Dance came out. But it was, if you want to have 100 hours of Billy Joel interview time to sift through, because that's going to be gold. That's going to all the Billy Joel fans want to hear what Billy Joel has to say about his life, or whoever.
Yeah.
But then you're going to have to give them a little bit of editorial say-so. You're going to have to try and talk to him about, you can't leave this divorce out. I mean, this is something that was really, you're going to have to do some
Did he
stuff.
do some roughhousing?
Yeah, so with the Jerry
Billy
thing.
Joel did?
Huh?
Did Billy Joel do some, what's his backstory?
I don't think he had any physical abuse, but I just watched the Billy Joel documentary, so it certainly wasn't going to say it. He was claiming that he never had a DUI, but he had a extreme drinking problem. That's why Christy Brinkley left him.
And those two?
And they were showing footage of his accidents that he got into when he was drunk, and he wrecked his motorcycle, wrecked a couple of cars, but he pointed out he never got a DUI. Okay, technically, maybe you didn't.
I mean, I hope you've at least given me credit for the idea that that's really just a roll of the dice. Obviously, you've made the decision plenty of times.
Yeah, that's why I
Sliding
think that's
scale,
silly to
clearly.
put that in the documentary. Clearly, you had a massive drinking problem, but it was pretty much downplayed
Yeah, that's
because it was the Billy Joel document. But you get 100 hours of Billy Joel. You get him talking about how not really getting the full thing.
what is the
So,
whole thing?
That's the thing about the Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. That's the thing about Jerry, too. You're not going to get the stripper in Vegas, the picture. You're not going to get a lot of the Jerry
Ardmore.
Jones stuff. Huh?
Wasn't that? Yeah, it was in Vegas, right? The lady was from Ardmore, Oklahoma. I remember that,
I should remember I'm talking to Kempston.
and she was
here.
Do you remember that, Blake? You should dive down that rabbit hole. Frank something or other. Somebody in the chat will have it.
But the difference between the Jordan documentary is that Michael Jordan, this is stolen from Machoda's thought,
Cowboys One Star Podcast.
Michael Jordan is kind of reclusive. When's the last time you saw Michael Jordan doing a half-hour sit-down? Is Michael Jordan on 2 radio interviews a week for the past 20 years? No. Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
So Jerry Jones, the main players, or at least what he said, you can confirm or deny this, he said the main players in this documentary are like Troy and Emmett and Michael Irvin and Jerry Jones. Those are all people who are way in the public eye, who have told story after story. Michael Jordan probably has a story from that last season of The Last Dance that he hasn't told you yet. Here he is now talking about it. Oh, my God, I never knew that about Michael Jordan. I feel like all the 90s stories, and this probably doesn't relate to Henry. Henry hasn't heard all these stories. 30-year-old guy, how old are you? You haven't heard all these stories.
Let's just say
If you've been working in Dallas media for the last 30 years, like you and me,
that's the thing. I don't know if
You're
you're
going
Dallas
to-
media or just living here. Period. Of like cowboy.
and you're really a huge Cowboy fan.
Right. I don't know.
So my neighbor John, good Cowboy fan, arm's length Cowboy fan, I'd say. I don't think he knows the depth chart like you do. I'll bet he would be fascinated by this.
Present day, he's not going to know, the starters or whatever. But I wonder if this stuff from that time,
Yeah,
where this all stands.
and it's still probably fun to watch again.
It is fun to watch again, unless you let it frustrate you, which you kind of can. Because I wouldn't recommend Blake to watch this because it's just going to force him further away from the relationship. I mean, I'm telling you, there's a guy in charge who is straight up looking at the camera, being like, this is how it has to be, and I know it's harder because I say it has to be this way. There's nothing you can do about it. He's really taunting you if you want to look at it a certain way at certain points of this piece.
I mean, I like Jerry. I'm interested in his story, but I just have such Cowboys fatigue
I know.
that
There you go.
maybe if they had some playoff success, I'd be more into it. But I just don't want to know anything more about them than I already know now.
That's the thing. It's just kind of talked out. The 90s.
The good old days.
The good old days. Hey, like, for example, if I had told you that Jerry Jones in the 90s met Jimmy Hoffa, provided you knew who Jimmy Hoffa was, wouldn't you have probably shaded towards 50% over yes?
Yeah, I think I've kind of heard that.
Yeah, most of this stuff
What's-
you'd kind of heard. I could rapid fire that for Blake.
But
Are
also,
you-
that's not that interesting, right?
No, but it's, fish, the fishing. What's the good word? Is it fishtail? I want to make sure people know what I'm talking about. But Jerry's it has added to this story over the years for sure. But now,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now it's, he's going to buy the Chargers. The financing was going to come from the Teamsters, and the Teamsters are affiliated with Hoffa. So the legend grows. But I don't know that there's anything that surprising on that front.
Would have been interesting if it wasn't the Cowboys.
What do you mean?
It just feels like it really fits the Cowboys. Obviously, you can come in and do anything. You can do your thing with any team. Like when I grew up, the Patriots were a longtime laughingstock of the NFL, and you could have never imagined that they would have become the team that they've become.
Well,
But like if Jerry did buy the Chargers and not George Steinbrenner tried to buy the Cleveland Indians in the 70s and was rebuffed for one reason or another. And I always thought, like, how would that have been?
Yeah, you don't know which input is making this work for which
but
thing.
It feels like George Steinbrenner was the Yankee. That feels so New York. Like Donald Trump is New York and blustery and big. Like, what if he can't? He was a businessman from Iowa. That wouldn't fit. Like what if Jerry was like? It just feels like Jerry belonged with the Cowboys.
No, it was all perfect.
The biggest brand there is, and he's a brand guy. He's the branding guy. He's the marketing guy. He's the guy that wrote a thesis about marketing in college, which I'm just learning. So I didn't know that. I'm going to watch the whole thing, but not 8 hours in 3 days like you did.
Well, I mean, a lot of it, again, it's a lot of things that you've heard before. If you do Scissors, you've heard of Michael.
So they put that in there, huh? They put Scissorsgate?
Anything that you've heard before is probably is in there, right? But if there's things that you know that there was a lot going on in the city of Dallas. I mean, they kind of they do a montage at one point where they're like, arrest for fake ID, marijuana, cocaine, but they don't stop. These are a lot of cases, and they just kind of fly by it. But it was quite a bit of a thing, and they don't go into what happened with any of those stories. Other than, again, one that I was curious about was when Michael Irvin was in court for the cocaine thing, he had a witness on the stand that was like a girl he used to hook up with, and she was in the hotel whenever this whole thing went down. Do you know this story? You had the catchphrase down earlier.
I don't remember the specifics here.
So the heavy implication is that her testimony was either changed or quieted, or I can't recall the specific mechanism by which it felt like she was involved in kind of lightening the assault on Michael Irvin criminally. She had an ex-boyfriend. He claimed he was her modern law, common law wife. This girl that Michael Irvin used to hook up with, she has this boyfriend. Michael Irvin, reportedly, while he's hooking up with this girl, starts taunting the boyfriend. Not that hard to imagine.
Right. I was just thinking it.
Nice 90s piece, too.
Yeah.
They don't make them like this anymore. More your speed. And that guy, according to the narrative in the documentary, is not real thrilled with being taunted by the playmaker. And that is when, at trial, there is a bomb threat and reports that there is a death threat on Michael Irvin's head. And the death threat, at least after a few weeks of the process playing out, is accused, and I guess the guy's he's found guilty for plotting to kill Michael Irvin and goes away for 6 years. I couldn't find an update on where the guy is now.
Yeah, that's great.
But he's just gone. And I'm like, okay, we moved over. They show a photo of him. They're like, we moved through that pretty quick. And, I know that it wasn't Mike who said it, but the fall guy thing is certainly from the coaching tree of, Miami and whatnot with Warren Sapp. Miami, right? But
yeah.
It's not that hard to imagine. I'm not making accusations here. It's just they skip over some parts where you're like, wait, what happened right there?
You're saying that could have been a fall guy,
Possibly.
the guy that ended up going away.
They present it with enough open-ended questions that you'd like to know. And I'm sure somebody out there who covered it in real time does, though. More questions than answers in this one, though, Dan. And it's super cowboy, ooh, it's spaghetti western. Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, it's cool, but it's how much more.
So what was
For
the
music you've heard a lot of times that is cool, for things that you've heard about a lot of times that are cool, but both,
so what you said first 7 episodes are all 90s Cowboys basically. What is 8 then?
Them inducting Jimmy into the Ring of Honor.
Jerry Hall of Fame?
No.
They don't highlight Jerry going into the Hall of Fame.
No.
That would seem to be like a very big thing for this documentary about Jerry.
No, there's nothing. No, it's all
Like he went in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Episode 8 is the shortest episode. Dave Campos, I don't know that he ever appears on camera, not only like in a sit down, but in file footage. God bless him.
You're saying just in the background being
not anywhere. Shorts.
Wade?
No, not at all.
Garrett?
I think there may be one Garrett somewhere. It's sketchy
Romo?
if so. Yeah. There is a brief bit of Romo, but again, it's all in the last episode. So however long they sat down with Romo for, they got 30 seconds. There's nothing to talk about other than we had some good teams. And, well, you could just fill in the blank or the gaps. What do you think Romo says when he recounts that time? Like, we had some good teams, or what do you think it is?
It's not I've seen some clip floating around recently where he's talking about the contract negotiation.
No.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with this, but it's just, hey,
What would
we
Romo
didn't get
be
the breaks.
talking about? I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yeah,
We
probably.
didn't get the breaks. Couple plays here and there.
He defended Jerry, right?
Um,
Just the clip that I saw it was not Jerry's fault. We had the teams to do it. We
That's
just
what
didn't.
ex-players will generally just defend Jerry with that. Like, hey, the players didn't do it. Like, even today, you'll hear Emmett saying about the current team, hey, it's up to the players. I mean, Jerry's put good players out there. You just got to – these players aren't like us. Well, yeah, they're not that good.
yeah.
But he seemed to intimate that the players are as good, but they had the TWTW. They had a little more, kids these days, they're just worried about their money. We wanted to win.
Yeah, and it's not like Barry was the opposite fully. They were still working a little bit, too, like just to try to test the case of who was responsible. It's just a lot to try to do the credit game. It's sad, kind of. It kind of feels like watching just two old guys yell in the balcony. Except you're like, oh, let's watch it. As they go away.
All right, want to do some viewer mail?
Sure.
Some of it is sports related, so we could also call it sports. But we have a little song and everything. We got a sponsor for viewer mail today is Community Mechanical. Community Mechanical.
That makes sense. Because they are sponsoring the Brandon Aubrey Show, which we solicited viewer mail for.
Yes.
Community Mechanical.
That's our HVAC company. What you need to do is get preventative maintenance. You can go to communitydfw.com.
It's like a condom for your HVAC.
Yeah, I mean,
With a tip.
the thing is, that's how they got to
leak
know
it.
Brandon Aubrey, actually.
What?
Brandon Aubrey had a call had another company come out and say, you know what, this thing is shot. Your whole HVAC system needs replaced. It'll be about $15,000.
Whoa.
So he's like, well, I should get another opinion on this. So Community Mechanical comes out. They find it's like a $100 part that needs replaced. They did that. He's good to roll. So Community Mechanical, with preventative maintenance, in a way they are hurting themselves because they are preventing something from going wrong and letting your system live longer, like they did with me this year. But they think in the long run that's going to give them a good relationship with you, and in the long run you'll end up getting your HVAC system from them, and I think that's a good plan. That's what we got going with them.
I would agree. CommunityDFW.com.
Hey,
Call or text them 469-667-7290. All right.
They also got their fleet of trucks wrapped with dumb zone. They have a
Love
dumb
a
zone.
fleet. Love. Does BVP
You call like
have
four?
a fleet?
Is
What
four
is
a fleet?
What doth make a fleet? What do you get?
I think they have four
Yes,
trucks.
5 or more.
You guys can move your mics over a little bit if you want. I don't
Yeah.
mind, right? Is that a
I
jerk
think BVP
move?
has a fleet right now, do they?
No,
Who
I
should-
assume a fleet would be 5 or more. If you-
5 or more?
Who
Yeah.
would we call if we needed
3 would be a trio.
such service?
So-
If you need a fleet?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like
we'll get
you're-
to that.
Okay.
Do you want a fleet of HVAC? You don't need all the vans out of your place at once. Probably just one. But I'm just saying they are wrapped with a Dumb Zone logo.
They are.
If you look at the back of the truck, and really that's not
Could
that
be as
important
small
here.
as 2 vehicles.
So,
I would never read this email. I would never write this email, but I'm going to read it. Okay.
all right.
And I think you probably would have skipped over it. No, I'm just playing. Dear roast beef chief, don't let
me.
Shoddy use the cancer force field. You may recall that a couple weeks ago, after Jerry, as we just talked about in the documentary, it was announced that he had dealt with stage 4 cancer. It was in remission. That same day, Shoddy was kind of like, hey, outside cancer. I don't know. Somebody found it in his bio somewhere, and then he was asked about it. What's he supposed to do about
No,
it?
he was not asked about it. Nobody found it in his bio.
You're sure of that? Yeah, but
I'm
gonna trust
positive.
you. You're
No.
the Shoddy.
It was
Pro right now.
because it was that day he let off with it out of nowhere.
Okay.
No one asked him about it. I don't even think they asked him about Jerry. They may have, but no one. From what I understand from all the media guys I was talking to out there, that was brought up totally by him out of nowhere. He just wanted to then. It was because of Jerry's thing. So the Jerry cancer got released that day, or people found out. It was the debut of the documentary,
Okay, yeah.
the red carpet day.
Yeah, that's right.
And then so he came, told a story. He fought through it. It was a difficult time. He
Showed the
was
scar, the
informed
walk
about-
off.
Yeah, showed the scar. So yes, and we were calling it a bit of a. It is a little bit of a criticism of force field for sure.
So DFP, this listener says, thyroid cancer has like a 98% survival rate. My wife had it and had to have surgery too. Took her to the hospital at 8 a.m., took her home at noon. We had, quote, survivor cancer, sex that night.
Survivor cancer sex.
It says we had survived cancer, but I survived cancer sex that night.
Yeah.
It's like saying you had skin cancer when you had a mole removed. What's the cancer equivalent of stolen valor? Never punt and intercept cancer. So I think it's kind of like the wheelchair racism soccer fan. You're just trying to guess what what you have is worth. And you don't want to overplay it. Like, there's obviously serious question. Levels of
2% chance of death though.
of Alzheimer's. How do they have a classification, any sort of degrees that are used in that lane or no?
Like stage
Yeah.
1.
I mean, it sounds
Level
crazy,
1.
but you can hear different levels of.
There's like preliminary stages and then onset, and then it progresses to dementia.
Yeah, I think they typically break it down by mild cognitive impairment, mid-level, and then severe.
But it's always moving up though.
Yeah, it's
It isn't like diabetes. You could have just one kind of
Right.
lower level diabetes, where
Like
apparently you
hint of
can
diabetes.
with cancer. Like cancer doesn't always.
Right.
Yeah.
Typically, if you're diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment, you're going to end up spangled with dementia.
That word again. That word. He actually.
Spangled. You
Wow,
did on
that took
purpose.
me aback. Yes, we're okay. Nice.
Dear Daniel, avoiding references to how much hot poon you slaughter in this email as it pertains to charity and the betterment of our precious youth. My wife works for Big Brothers Big Sisters Greater Dallas and could use the DZ bump getting the word out about a car raffle. This is from
raffle.
AJ Shorn.
Do I know that guy?
You do. He's the son of someone.
The son of my doctor.
Oh,
Good dude.
man.
He says it's a 71 Chevelle 525 HP. Does that mean horsepower? Is that
Yeah,
good?
probably. Or Hewlett Packard's more my game. Someone
want-
give me some Chevelle.
Do you want 525 horses?
I don't know. That seems like a lot.
I don't know anything about cars.
Or
but
horses,
He's claiming
which
this
is
is
you
like
know more.
awesome, and it's 250 tickets. The tickets are $500, but you have a 1 in 250 chance of winning. So he's got a little link. I'm going to give that to you, Blake, and you can put it in the show notes, okay? If anybody wants in on
What do you know about any tax
the
situations?
71 Chevelle.
If I remember.
Well, what if I try to remember to hand it to you, too?
How's the
That
tax
might not happen.
situation? Can I write this off? I probably should have. We could have talked about it before, but why not?
I'll bet you, yes, if you get a raffle for any charity.
You probably have to, if it's a gift item, you probably have to pay some sort of taxes up until like $100,000 maybe. I don't know.
Chevelle's nice.
What did you just say? I don't even understand. We
Anyways,
just want to know,
got?
can you write off the $500
You're
for the raffle?
receiving a gift, and so you are allowed to claim X amount of money on your taxes as a gift receipt.
No.
You have to
I'm
pay tax
buying
on it.
a raffle ticket from you
Oh, no. You're not.
for $500. Can I write off that $500?
You can absolutely write that off.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. See, dudes always just tell you what you want to hear. A lady wants to tell you what you don't want to hear.
Truth?
Break it down.
That's right. The dudes are like, no, she's into you, dude. And then she's like, no, I'm not. Bonus ice cream flavors from AJ Shorn.
Oh, yes.
Boy, this one's probably over my head. Mohammed Cinnamon Raisin War. Raisin War. Oh, okay.
Cinnamon raisin. Okay.
Sorry. And
complicated.
free
Have to see it.
clementine.
Okay.
Orange?
Yeah. Is that a? I
Are
don't know.
you? Wasn't it? I don't know. Jake doesn't like your.
reference.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the Palestine. Yeah, I thought that was really obvious.
I don't know.
What's the Muhammad one?
I don't know. I'd have to see it on paper. This is from a fellow Jake. This one in Austin. You seem to have a bit of an obsession with dwarves, so I thought I would share. While in college at Southwest Texas, I shared a room with a dwarf. This person is just using this term, so I'm going to read it, as if it's them saying it. Shared a room with a dwarf that I work with at the Texans Lions camp the summer before. Having a dwarf as part of our friend group provided the opportunity to test some things, some theories. It's like a dwarf Mythbusters. Findings. Dwarves are not easy to toss. Although smaller, the density makes it difficult to get distance. Wrestling with a dwarf is a very bad idea. When pinned, a normal-sized person is incapacitated. However, a dwarf would be able to kick you in the spine. Probably much more findings that were lost due to alcohol and other things. Their friend, rest in power, Blake Dominic, passed away at the age of 30. But he says we heard toward the end, here's the yay, he was making a living being a dwarf Elvis impersonator.
Incredible.
As long as he wasn't beat up, better than Eddie Goodell.
Yeah.
If we're rating end-game situations for the untold. Yeah, so that one was from Jake in Austin. I believe he also followed up with me on one and said, Dom used to steal my food out of the fridge, so once I planted a trap with a sandwich. I used to steal my soap in the shower, so I installed a shelf that was 5.5 feet high, so even his stool couldn't reach it. It's fun. Everybody's celebrating their...
When will we have our first dwarf president?
Boy, you want to rank them? Not like dwarves are likely to be president, but...
So, lady.
Yeah, you want to be more specific or no?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
We're looking at color or...
And just any more specific demographics like younger, older, yeah.
Republican
Reno.
lady.
But
That's
there's a
probably
couple times, like a hottie. Talking about a hottie? Republican hottie?
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know if there is a Republican route.
No, but
They don't run them out there.
Man, I guess they don't really have any church lady moms anymore. Damn.
But lady, certainly dwarf.
You're going full Borat.
We go beard. That's probably up higher than lady. Bald. Is that higher than
Bald
lady?
president.
Although bald might go with beard. Because I've heard lots of bald guys grow a beard to balance out their head.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I think
Solid
the life
advice.
expectancy of the dwarf might make that a little more difficult as well.
The what?
The life expectancy of a
Right.
little person.
Yeah,
Do you
a lot
feel
of
like
them don't make it
dwarves
to
are-
constitutional
they're not old?
limit to age.
Little people?
No, like I said, I
Dwarves?
think that anybody with a size doesn't seem to really be a staying power.
Like
Yeah.
any 7'5"? You don't see a 7'5", 90-year-old?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll work on that. Name ratings for Jake.
Okay.
Let's see. Dear Monsieur of the Moist Mansion.
How do you feel about that,
Awful.
Muriel? Oh.
Is it the word moist?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
it
really
is
Universally
Just
hated.
It does
Yeah.
invoke just like little
Cringy, immediate
beads
cringe.
of water,
Beads.
right?
Yeah.
And like kind of a membraney type
Oh.
wall that's what feels moist to me.
Soggy and yuck.
Anyway, I celebrated my Moose Johnson birthday this year and also produced a child through vigorous calendar synced moosing with the lady that lives in my house for free. I would like post-hab Jake to name rate my 2-month-old son. Stellan.
Whoa.
So it's like Stella
Okay.
would be a lady, right?
Yeah.
And you add,
I mean, it could be.
add
Yeah.
an N. Stellan.
How's that spelled?
I have contacted Game Day of Southern California to get the kid on pediatric doses of testosterone.
Stellan.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's better. I immediately thought Stalin.
Yeah.
So are we seeing that there's a Skarsgård? Somebody already say that? Yeah, I'm saying
Papa Skarsgård.
a Stellan Skarsgård, who's possibly the father of the Iceman. Not the Iceman.
No, you're
Father
right.
of it.
P.S.
All the hot guys from the Nordic. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that seems like an insane name to me, but maybe it's John over there. What do you think?
He has a lot of... Oh, me?
Yeah, I'd be interested. Just
You're the one who rates names. I think
every now and
everything's
then
great.
I can ask. Yeah.
No. Let's see. This is from Matt in San
Go
Diego,
home.
who says, my financial... he has lots of leaders. I'm not reading them all. Financial leader, though, is Angelo.
And?
And let's see here.
Not great.
Not great.
He says, I've given you a photo of Ernest Goes to Epstein Island. Please frame this and hang it in the Dragon Den.
Okay.
And then I have one more with baby name rating. So it is Dear Daniel, star of Revenge of the Slit.
Yeah. How do you feel about that S word?
Not great.
You don't like the word slit or moist?
No, yeah. I stand by that statement.
There's really not any good ones, you know? There's really not.
What? Euphemisms for the old...
Lady parts.
Yeah.
Home plate?
It's really impossible to find the sweet spot between way too horny and childish.
What do you like? What do you think of
Between
axe
pedo.
wound?
Oh, my God. I actually think that's your best. Yeah. You might get a laugh.
That's a fun one, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's like, this guy's after
Like you
my
ever
axe
you ever
wound.
have a guy whisper that to your ear while he's...
Ladies.
At least once.
Just the one time.
Okay, what was his name?
Okay, so it's need Jake to do a name and number rating for the kids on my daughter's soccer team. I don't understand
Man,
about
this
the
is
number
getting
rating.
out of control.
But she's 3 and is playing for a team called the Rainbow Butterflies.
Oh,
What do you
I'm
want me
sorry.
to do with
I didn't
that?
mean to jump ahead of you.
Huh?
This is Jake's bit. I didn't want to jump ahead, but that's terrible.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do with that?
The name Rainbow Butterflies, I think, is a great name for a 3-year-old soccer team. No?
No.
Why?
What are the options? Anything?
It just feels like, kitten something or just
Yeah, do you want to win? Or do
daffodils.
you want to give participation trophies?
The daffodil. These are 3-year-old girls.
I want to win.
All right,
Yeah,
here's
I don't
the
know. It
name.
feels-
I don't
I
understand.
want to intimidate.
I don't understand the number reference.
Feels very football team.
But names.
okay.
Clements,
I'm sorry.
like clemency with an E instead of a Y. Natalie,
Pro.
pretty
Big pro.
standard.
Yeah, but I like that though. It feels a little dark.
Brynleigh,
Oh.
Brynleigh.
Nope.
Oh, you had me until the EIGH.
You can stay. No.
It's the Y. Like, how many of those are going to have Y?
Oh,
where
BRYN?
Yeah.
Ouch.
So it was BR. Y-N-L-Y. Oh, you got the
L-E-G-I.
L-E-I-G-H. Okay, I mean, it's bad on. It's tough. I don't like that one.
Gracie. Classic coming back. That's an old-timey name, I think, Gracie.
How'd they spell it?
Did it?
This is just Gracie.
Is there a word for a name that becomes a dog name and then is attempting to re-become a human name and faces some level of...
You feel like Gracie's big in the
Or
dog
Grace,
world?
the people... Is it? Okay. Right. Right.
Then we have two more. Ryla. R-Y-L-A.
I kind of like that, actually. It sounds like something from one of your star shows, right? And some of those have cool names.
And finally, Cardani.
That either...
Like the crypto Cardano. With an I.
There's no way.
I'm just saying that's what it's spelled like.
Wow.
C-A-R-D-A-N-I.
Cardani. Dude, you better be just absolutely moist with Riz.
She hates the
Aura.
word moist.
We've just run out of names, haven't we?
I guess we just ran out of names. Hey, I have an image in there, Clayton, of a shortened word somebody sent me. I think this is from the Ring doorbell app. And if you see it on the screen, it is a post here just wondering about the value of the bike.
Oh, no way.
If this is a misto or a felony. That's all the information we have here. We don't have the photo. We have the post. Just wondering about the value of the bike.
So
This is a
misdemeanor.
misto or a felony.
Misdemeanor is misto.
I kind of love it.
That's awesome.
You guys vote? No.
I didn't know we're doing Nox Hindo.
Yeah, I should have grabbed that, but
Yeah,
that
Blake,
works.
Blake heard a traffic report on the radio yesterday.
I just wanted to know how my drive home was, and apparently there was some congestion around Nox Hindo on
That
75.
was awesome.
So what year was it that we were like, why do they still do traffic reports on the radio? It's totally sponsor related, right?
Yeah.
It is,
Like,
but
is there one person like, God damn it, I'm not going to leave work until I
Dude,
listen to the traffic
let me
report."
tell you something. It's
Like you hear it
and
when
this
you're in the middle of it.
and this is
It's
the problem.
the 8
you
and
nod,
the traffic
like, oh,
is
yeah.
not hit yet.
But it's the umbrella, dude. Like, I'll tell you. Now I have a reason to tell you this horror story. It took me 90 minutes to get to basketball yesterday. I had stuff to do in the car, no big deal. Now, did that traffic report help me navigate that? No, but it told me which traffic I was about to be in next. And that's a very valuable service on the radio.
What about looking at the iPhone?
To be honest,
Can't you do that while you drive?
To be honest, I think there are times where it's they actually have like better instructions. I actually think that.
The traffic person on
Yes.
the radio?
Yes, and I flip back and forth in the afternoon. If you need it, it's like an umbrella. Got to be able to flip it on there. I'm surprised you don't have like a weather radio active.
That's ridiculous. What are you saying?
No?
What is a weather radio?
Or just like an old no?
We have those at the hospital.
I think
Like-
there was,
Emergency radios.
yeah, like either Dan's gonna have.
Feels like
I
a
mean-
generator guy type thing.
Oh, I would love to have a generator.
Well, no, just like it feels that. I guess I thought that was like a bundle, being that guy. But I guess
I mean, do you
not.
check the
Do you
weather?
know what he's saying?
I'm trying.
I know exactly what he's talking about, and I'm surprised Blake doesn't have a weather radio.
I assumed that.
I just look at my phone.
Yeah.
It says
Brother, the weather radio is
You
top
can also
tier.
look at your phone.
What is the
for
weather radio? Tell
For
us.
the rain, but
What
you
is a
have
weather
the
radio?
rain gauge
Yeah,
to
but
measure
no, the
it
phone can't
physically.
tell me how much rain I got at my house.
I mean, like down to the second. I don't know. It just feels like that's an inexact science there.
I love that weather app. See the little radar.
I like a radar.
Let's press. Ooh, looks like 3 hours from now. Looks like we're gonna better get the dogs.
Feels like a magician.
Today's traffic and weather together is brought to us by a brand new sponsor called Poncho.
What do you think of this shirt?
Are you wearing a Poncho shirt today?
I am. I actually was drenched earlier.
Oh, did we
Like, I
mention
had gone-
Poncho before on the show?
I believe so.
Okay, because Letty emailed us and said, I was wearing a Poncho shirt when I saw you guys in Denton recently. They have the slim cut in their shirts, which adds a little length for height with a little more modern fit. He's doing a spot. He emailed us. This is part of a mail call or viewer mail. Couple that with game day products, and you too can look good. on the Letty Bang Bus. Says here, the ultimate outdoor performance shirt for men.
They're sweet. I mean, seriously, I looked like I had been swimming. You know, they're kind of outdoor shirts. Look like I was trying to catch a salmon in a river today, just completely douched with water, and I'm already dry.
Oh, wow.
How these shirts are.
Free shipping, free return. That's a big thing.
Is it? I mean,
I do
if you
think
could
so.
pick-
No, nowadays, like, you got to have that.
That's a good point
'Cause some
the
places-
cuts, these fits.
Yeah.
Go to ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone for 10% off your first order. Tons of different styles. They got the hats. You can see the hats here, Dan.
I'm wearing a hat.
Long
poncho hat.
sleeve, slim fit, regular. These are very breathable, nice wick-away shirts. ponchooutdoors.com. Should we spell it out there? PONCHO outdoors.com. That's PONCHO outdoors.com/dumbzone. $10 off free shipping.
I think you need to spell it because it was spelled incorrectly on the traffic sheet this morning.
And possibly on the lower. I'm putting 2 O's in there.
All right. We continue. So Sam emails.
Sam.
This guy's name is Sam Sturm.
That's cool.
How
That's a
about
really
that?
cool name.
Nice
Strong.
alliteration.
Don't get
Dear
started,
Uncle Smelly de la Cooch.
Negative on the cooch.
I'm just looking for anything, any sign of. I don't understand why you.
So far, axe wound has been the best one.
Oh, thank you.
What if they like it to be? Something floral? I don't know.
Yeah.
Floral?
What would you like? What would you like your cooch?
You know,
to be
because Dan
referred
is
to?
always like, yo, I'm kind of a hog guy. So if you were,
I love hog, but then that's going to create a this is raising the bar
Hog was-
too high once we get down to business. If you're thinking me of as a hog guy, more of like a piglet, right?
Gee.
What's a hog baby?
yeah,
Piglet.
You would just call a hog baby a piglet? What's the difference between a pig and a hog?
don't even ask.
Is there
me
a thing?
question? Yeah,
Say piglet, then there's Winnie
one's a
the Pooh
type of
reference.
another. You can pipe in at
Yeah.
any time here. You dress nice.
Yeah,
Doesn't
definitely.
that?
There's a hog is a type of a pig?
I think hogs typically referred to as a non-domesticated pig. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So they don't have hoglets though.
Sweet.
Anyway, I have a game for Jake and Blake, says Sam Sturm. I'm going to list 8 sports leagues from around the world. Your goal is to guess if the league makes more revenue, less revenue, or the same revenue within 10% as the WNBA,
This
because
is
we were
great.
talking about the WNBA.
Targeted
This is great.
campaign.
All right, we got this.
And he actually found a website that lists revenues of different leagues.
Sure. Yeah.
So this is not profits.
Representative data.
This is just the revenues. What if we go with the B1 League? That is the Japanese Basketball League.
There's no
Japanese
way.
Bad
Can't
boy.
be higher.
No way.
They make more than the W.
Shoot.
Will you help here some?
Gotta be
to just
lower,
take
right?
some of the brunt at least.
The Canadian Football League.
More.
Higher. Higher.
This feels like a trap.
Says here about the same as the W, within 10%. How you like that?
Surprising.
Series C or Serie C. It is the Italian-only third-tier pro soccer league.
Definitely makes more.
More.
That's definitely
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
More is correct. A third-tier Italian. That's like Italy's kind of small, right? It's like
I see that
A
you're trying to
state?
make your point, but I
like
mean, it's
it's
a
the
big.
size of Ohio, and the third-tier league
Like,
in Ohio is.
For example,
They
it
like
might
soccer,
not be
though.
on the list, but it would be like probably analogous to Haralabob's league or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But the Canadian thing is interesting. Which one, if you were forced to watch?
Canadian football?
You just have to watch.
Don't you just like football, right?
Yeah, but if you just had to watch like Canadian sports or women's sports, sports just played by Canadian
Outside of
people.
hockey.
All Canadian.
Yeah, I guess hockey would be.
What other Canadian sports are there?
Yeah.
Like that are solely Canadian?
Curling.
I don't know, but I don't want to watch them exclusively try to play American sports. That's not going to be fun.
The Korean Baseball Organization.
Gotta
Gotta be
More.
more.
gotta
way
be
more.
way more.
You win because it's more than 3 times as much as the W. The Israeli Premier League, Israel-only soccer league.
I mean, it has to be.
This is a bit. Is he naming
about
just
the
8
same.
leagues that make more?
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's
there's
the same as the
certainly-
W.
There's certainly
Okay.
some that do
Handball
not make as much.
Bundesliga,
Okay,
the
clear German handball.
German-only handball league.
Okay, as a Dirk follower
It's pretty popular there.
and devotee, you know that is very popular there. Silky plate.
Yeah.
That's a sport that, put it on the list, I think should be more popular. Handball.
The highlights are really cool.
They are.
But the question is, do they make more, less, or the same as the WNBA?
More.
Clearly a more star-laden path.
Sam writes, makes less than the W, parentheses, you go, girls.
Okay.
Then we have the U.S. National Women's Soccer League, more than the W. And the Caribbean Premier League, a Caribbean cricket league.
Probably equivalent.
I'd say less.
It's got to be less.
Equivalent, about the same as the WNBA, the Caribbean Cricket League. Then he says his leaders are, you know what, I'll just leave that one alone. More Brunig and keep it sleazy. That's from Sam Sturm.
Sam. Would you go by SS? That's no, it's just completely off the table, right? And fully
Completely off
forever.
the table, yes. Unless you were naming your brigade.
I mean, they did like the Camaro, right?
Did they have an SS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like, it's impossible to make that logo with or those 2 letters without making it look
Like lightning
pretty
bolts.
ominous. Yeah, yeah. It's good viewer mail, dude.
Yeah, I was just looking. Do I want to read the one from Brian, who says he's a mid-30s single black man?
Oh
Who
yeah, this
wanted
was a
to
good email.
Invoke the Poonie rule because his parents want him to date black women,
Yes,
but
This-
he's having. He said he doesn't prefer white women, but it just kind of like who he's near more often, and so he's like, do I need to at least bring in one black? I couldn't really understand exactly what the Poonie rule is, but I thought it was funny enough that we should mention that black guys are worried about who they bring home to mom and dad.
it's a pretty
And do they have to just mix? Does he have to mix in a black girl now and
Exactly.
again?
exactly.
Just like the Poonie. So the Rooney rule is you got to interview one black candidate.
Correct.
So like if you're going to date 3 girls this year, let's mix in a black girl, please. Just show us that you're at least not ruling that out.
Yeah, and I mean he was very clear that his parents are way more open to a black woman, more affectionate with them, nicer to him whenever he's with a black woman. And so he's saying if he at least floats a few test balloons out there just to satisfy them, maybe they'll be okay with the outcome in the end. But
Right. Like, hey,
This
I
is a
was
mind-
interviewing them all.
yeah, we gave everyone a chance.
Right. But it just so happens that Brian
tough.
Schottenheimer
Yeah,
is a better head coach than
that's
Brian
tough.
Flores.
That is a situation you and I don't know how to navigate.
Have I ever met, this is my last one from Garrett, Roseanne ratings. And he writes, Dear Missionary Messiah.
That's
You
more-
accept that one?
Yeah, but that's not a lady part's name. That's a.
True.
What is it? What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at missionary?
The Messiah part. That's just a funny way to say that. The
2
Messiah,
potential Roseannes.
Sounds like service.
right?
He has Jen Powell,
Really fun, but
Which one is that from
new,
White House?
Major League umpire,
Oh,
the lady umpire.
yeah,
With the giant strike
older
zone.
person. Correct.
she didn't do great.
So has she had a second? We've talked about this, right?
We haven't talked about the second one.
Has it come up?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Feels like it's
Have
been
that-
forever.
It's got all their.
She must have had a good game, or else we would have heard all about it, right? This is the same bit of are there lots of trans, or are there lots of boys playing, girls 8-year-old sports? If there's one, I'll hear about it.
Yeah.
So if she had a bad game, you're going to hear about it. You're going to pounce all over that.
It's just we just.
But if
can't-
she just had a normal game, they're not going to promote that because that's probably what happened.
just can't string too many L's together.
Also, Roseanne, possible Roseanne, Buck Showalter.
Oh, definitely. The game, yes, exactly. 100%. There were times whenever I was growing up where I looked at the elders in my family and saw Buck Showalter, for sure.
I always thought he looked like a monkey.
Whoa.
If you look at him from a
Yeah.
certain angle, he looks like, I think it's Dr. Zaius from the original Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, so
He would have that long hair, the mane. Like he just looked
the
He looked like he could use a banana.
the presentation of like primates on Planet of the Apes is not one I'm that familiar with enough
Right.
to immediately. But as I look at it, yeah,
That kind of a monkey.
he kind of he's
Like a fake. He looks like a human dressed in a monkey outfit. Not as much like a monkey.
I don't know. Most monkeys look they're in better moods than he does. He's like pissed off all the time.
Yeah. Well, he's got to go to all those baseball games.
A whole life of them.
We do have a new sponsor. I thought Poncho was a new sponsor. I forgot. We've already talked about them. What about HelloFresh, bro?
HelloFresh.
Did you get your shipment?
I did.
Yeah.
I've used HelloFresh multiple times over the years.
Okay, it's new to me then. It's awesome.
Here's how I want to tell you to sell this to yourself and at home. Like cooking with the lady, get a little romance going, Dan. Doesn't that fire you up?
Absolutely. That's what I'm looking for more in my life.
Get you going.
Yeah, you kind of
The
doing it
knife.
together around there, and then all of a sudden,
There's a knife. Huh?
oh yeah, the implication.
Exactly.
Yeah.
HelloFresh, if you've heard of them before, they've doubled their menu, over 100 options each week. They send you the meal kit there, steak, seafood recipes, 3 more seafood recipes on the menu now. So tons of options for you, healthy food.
High protein, veggie packed.
Oh,
That's what I'm all about, bro.
that's all you're about.
Yeah.
HelloFresh.com/dumbzone10FM. That'll get you 10 free meals and a free item for life. For life. 1 per box with active sub. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. HelloFresh.com/dumbzone10FM. 10 free meals and a free item for life.
So 10 FM stands for 10 free meals.
That's what it looks like.
I'm putting
Maybe
it
a
all
cool
together
radio
right here.
type thing.
And then Dumb Zone is us, right?
That's correct.
That's how
Get
they
the
tie it all
meals,
together.
Get to loving.
All right.
The Dumb Zone.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
You think that's a hum everybody can hear?
Yes.
We're haunted.
He fixed it, but then
Ready
it's
for-
not fixed now. Is it because I hit something? I might have hit something. Anyway,
Oh, no.
because you just hit it and then stopped.
Move the wire around or off your computer or something.
I unplugged the wire.
Oh.
I'm like Jimi Hendrix. He used to play the feedback.
Yeah, that's sort of.
It's the wire.
Is it the salmon one?
Just plug in the old one. God damn it. I told him I didn't like the old connection, and he's
Listen.
trying to give me a new one.
We're
But
about solutions.
Let's just do the old one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I can never really figure it out. Then, it's kind of like the irresponsibility of my life thing. When stuff's messed up over here, people are generally like, it's probably his fault. And usually they're right, but sometimes
sounds
it's- That does sound good. And boy, it was absolute darts.
It's my Hot Logic Mini.
Don't let me find out that the broccoli warmer is causing this
It's a
problem
power
all
issue.
week.
And you
It
just
warms
plug
up.
it in.
Salmon and everything.
That's what this has been?
No, not the whole time. Just today.
Okay.
Jake's had it up to here.
No, he
I
shot
wanted
the
to-
trouble. He was like, trouble. Pew.
I wanted to come out of break and mention, put on your calendar next Friday. We're going to be at a Whataburger, and we're going to have those exclusive car trays again. And this is the last batch. These were purchased with tariffs, so the Dumb Zone is taking a bit of a hit on this one. But yes, it's the Whataburger live remotes 1 week from Friday, so the 29th, 9 a.m. we start. What are we doing? 9 a.m. start. So we'll get you breakfast. We'll be there until lunch as well. It is Grand Prairie, 161 and Pioneer Parkway, or that's the Bush, I believe.
Sure.
You good with that?
Yeah, I think what we're doing too.
I'm asking Mariola.
Okay,
are we allowed to go
Not
with
bad.
the Bush? Bush and Pioneer Parkway, Whataburger car tray remote, DumbZone car tray. It's going to be great, folks. I don't know. Is it going to be great?
Yeah, I think I'm
going to bring the
I'm there to hit the wrap around on breakfast and lunch and book a full day of Cal's. No, that's not Cal's.
Yeah,
We can go, Cal.
Cal's.
Sure. Entertaining break, I believe, if you are somebody who watches us live. I believe there are many fewer people who do that, but if you do, I guess you get to see Clayton evaluate fast food items, and I think today he welcomed Henry to the show.
Oh wow!
To
What a
answer
dynamic punch!
Chat questions, and were you posing the first 90% or last 10% to Henry?
Chat did. First question.
And he doesn't know the context of that?
He doesn't, and he chose 90.
Interesting.
he would.
Happens.
SB.
Blake and I played basketball last night.
Oh, you did? I knew he was.
We did.
Did you ball out?
No, I'm out there to exercise, folks.
Are you
Blake's
moving
out
along?
there.
If you get the pass, are you moving it right to somebody else?
I need to chill. I'm sorry, but I'm still at a high turnover point. We don't need to get into that.
He's a great rebounder.
But here's the
Also-
thing.
Oh, yeah. Every loose ball,
Dive on
it's not a 50-50 with Jake. He's getting
You're
it.
too kind.
But
Here's the thing.
he'll hold the ball on you.
It's a problem. I assume people want to move. They don't want to move. They want
People
you to
don't
get the
wanna
ball.
move.
And I get the.
Oh, you're waiting. You think you're in the motion offense.
I kind of think I'm Jokic.
Okay.
And yeah, and if
He's
you,
back to the basket waiting for someone to cut.
It's
Nobody's
not good.
cutting. We just ran down the court.
It's not good.
I'm standing over here.
I'm relearning basketball etiquette. But it's not about me. It's about him. It's about the show he puts on.
Is he good at basketball too?
Yeah, he's always been really good at basketball, but there was a time where it felt like he was losing a little bit of the burst.
'Cause I've
that
seen him play
really was a
softball.
big part of his game. And that's something that a lot of times, when it goes, it's tough to get back. Now,
But he's a
game
little
day,
fire
men's
plug too, right? You're
fitness.
just
I hate myself when I play sports.
you're just like a little. You're not tall.
Oh, no.
So how does he do? Because he's a powerful little stout guy. He can crush a golf ball.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
can
he just
crush
gets,
a
it's
softball.
not just that he gets to the rim.
But what is he
it's
going to
that-
do for me on my basketball team?
I don't know. He handles the ball. He's got like a 90% usage rate. He's Luka. He has the
Oh, really?
ball the whole game and orchestrates well. Like he just.
Can he
I'm
see
going to
the
say
whole
something
floor?
really ridiculous. He's fun to watch play basketball. Like one of those type of dudes. Now machines like that too. No, the rest. I'm out there exercising. They're out there. The 2 or 3 of them playing basketball. It's fun.
What are you doing?
That's my plug.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to have juice.
Oh no! Here, do you want yours
no,
back?
I'm good.
I'm full. I've been full.
I'm good.
I'm sorry, pal. Anyways,
It
it was a lot.
seems
of
like
fun.
there's a flaw in this whole
Somewhere,
thing.
yeah.
We're
We've
working
got more
through it.
trouble to shoot.
All right, but if I can't plug in my computer. Anyway, you're the greatest natural athlete
That's
that we
not
all
what he
know.
was saying.
It was just a lot of time. It was a lot of fun just seeing him out there do his thing. What can he do, folks?
Hey, I
He
got a
knows
quick
Tom Emmerich.
sports concern. And as usually this comes back to the Cowboys. We've talked about the fact that maybe like Micah and Dak aren't on the same page, right? They're not in the same generation. It's odd. They're both pretty young, but like Micah seems to be in a newer generation than Dak. Like Dak probably shakes his head at Micah doing a podcast.
Yeah, it feels like a generational divide.
Did you see his reaction to a Clarence Hill tweet a couple of days ago? Or maybe this was even just yesterday.
Who he?
Micah Parsons.
Okay, not Dak. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
The dancing video?
I did see the dancing video.
I don't even know what you're talking about there. No, Clarence Hill put out a quote tweet, as he will, which is a
Frankly, as Bracket Dan will, too, in a very sharpshooter style.
sure, very occasionally,
Chum.
but it was a somebody had tweeted Joe Burrow getting sacked in a preseason game, and he got thrown to the ground, and You get scared of that with your franchise quarterback.
Injury history.
Clarence Hill writes, play your franchise franchise quarterback in the preseason, they said.
Because he got tackled?
I guess he got tackled. He kind of got swung around. It was a penalty. Like, it was roughing the passer, but, could have been injured, wasn't injured. But I think that's the intimation, right? You could have been injured, and that could have derailed your entire season before the season even started.
Couldn't you just as easily say, oh, look, you got one of your hard hits out of the way? I mean, honestly, there's no real data being used here. It's just what you feel.
But Micah quote tweets a quote tweet. And he said, this is what's needed! Exclamation point. He actually wrote, this is what needed. But I feel like he meant to put an an S on what's. He says, we've just become soft in my generation. You have got to figure what's wrong in the preseason. They will become better from it. So there's a lot of things to look at here. Number one, he's taking a shot at either the Cowboys overall in their handling of Dak, or he's taking a shot at Dak. Because Dak doesn't play it down in the preseason. And he says Micah Parsons is stating it is what's needed. You need to play downs in the preseason to figure out what is wrong, and you'll become better. Well, there's another guy who's not playing in the preseason, Micah Parsons.
That part's tripping me up quite a bit.
Is he saying it's what's wrong with my generation that we're not playing?
Is he part of it?
But he's not playing, and is that because that is a steadfast, hard rule from the Cowboys that you're not playing? Now, number one, he's not practicing, so I don't think that even plays into it. But, is he mad when the Cowboys tell him not to play? We do know he's been upset before being pulled out of a preseason game, but that was when he was like a rookie.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that they're holding him out, right? Like, it's just a matter of whether or not he wants to play under that old deal. And I just think all of this is just maddening because they say one thing. Like, the fact that he talks on social media, I get it, what you want to spread your message, but he's at camp and he's walking by reporters, and the fact that we have to piece all this together, it just drives me insane. It drives me insane. I don't even know what he means. Is he criticizing his generation? Who's soft? Is what is needed? Why? Just please play football soon.
Does he make his podcast if he doesn't sign?
Look, I mean,
he didn't do it all off season. That's weird, don't you think?
I bet he did. You're right. I think it did seem like it chilled out a little bit, but you got to remember he does a lot of other, with Bleacher Report, he's going to sumo wrestle and other rad stuff.
It'd be great if he sits out games and does the podcast.
Well, I mean, what I was going to say is we're approaching Derek Holland in the World Series, doing play-by-play as Harry Carey, almost calling a home run from the Cardinals or whoever the Rangers were playing at that time. If Micah's just, let's go around the league. Headlines.
Micah Parsons out.
Yeah,
with a sit-in.
See if this line moves at all.
Did the sit-in start with the new NFLPA agreement? Like, now there's official fines if you do. Is that where it started? Somebody was talking the other day about where
I think that's correct. And that, they put in mechanisms where you could get your money back if you end up signing that whole bit.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know.
That reminds me of...
It does, doesn't it?
Well, the Cowboys, just talking about the Cowboys, it reminds me of Window Nation, because if you replaced all your windows, they'll give you a Cowboys jersey and a chance to win a pair of home tickets at windownation.com. Really, when you hook up with them, we would like it if you mentioned, I heard about you on this podcast called The Dumb Zone, because that'll help us out.
Brass tacks. I hope that several of you did not go to Window Nation and not mention them. You heard it here on the Dumb Zone. I'm not saying call back, but let's say going forward, when you do call, make sure you let them know that you heard.
I'd call back.
Yeah, okay, you'll go that extra
That'll help
mile.
us out.
You're that guy.
This month, you get 50% off all window styles, and they have this deal where you put zero money down, you make no payments, you pay zero interest for 2 years. So you're not even paying for your new windows until 2027.
Upgrading the windows is something you could do right away. They could do it right at your house. They could do it right there in your home. There's I'm really
They have to fix your windows in your home.
I know.
That's
Once
where
I
your
issued
windows
that,
are.
it was really kind of going off the rails.
Like you don't go pick them up at a
they would be
store
very
and
tough
then you
to pick your windows
install
up.
them.
Why don't I bail now? They'll be installed in 1 day or less at Window Nation. That's 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com.
News?
My apologies. Sure. Yes, sir.
Here's Jay.
I hope. As long as you don't plug the broccoli
Zone.
thing back in.
I will not plug anything in.
We did not test this, but let's see. Blake, did we ever play the
have
audio?
some odd?
That we do have some odd. The odd that I couldn't play the other day of the lady with pill mouth talking about the poop. Did we ever get around to it? Actually,
Did we play it? No.
Yeah.
No.
LA News left over from the other day. We fell in love with this lady on Fox Local out in LA. And again, I'll verify for you. There's a police chase every day out there, but it's not just that. They have zany stories like this
Clear
one.
never signed her slip.
Oh my
And-
goodness! It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Right here.
An LGBTQ plus center in Bell is facing that disgusting form of harassment. Bags of dog feces thrown at their building overnight. Staff says
That first woman is our main host here that has trouble with her lips a little bit, and it sounds funny, especially when she tries to say words like poop.
Do you know her name?
She's all Botoxed.
It seems like it. Yeah, I don't think she's actually substancy, but she is definitely. There's a lot going on there, and it affects her delivery a little
I also
bit.
need a name.
Blake, can you look for it?
What channel?
It's Fox LA and
Pill
An
mouth.
LGBTQ plus center in Bell is facing that disgusting form
hear it, right?
of harassment.
Oh, yeah.
Bags of dog feces thrown at their building overnight.
Staff says the attacks target their work supporting the community, but they are standing strong. Fox 11's Ed Laskos, he's live there in Bell with the story tonight. Ed?
And Marla, yes, some members of this community, this center, say they feel like they're sort of under attack, and it's a strange attack, a smelly attack at that. Can you imagine someone throwing dog excrement, dog poop up at their
Can you
building?
imagine? Can you imagine?
everything is just, it's so dramatic.
Could anything
I
be
love
worse?
It. Can't dog excrement.
I feel like
dog
that's kind of
poop.
light. Like it's in a bag.
What's your experience with deploying the feces in an assault on property?
I have none. I have never done any kind of poop based. I did have a buddy who went number 2 in a shoe, left it on a, like he went on the porch. I watched him do it. He just squatted down and went number 2 in a shoe. I'm like, what kind of an animal are you? But I was loving it. I was cheering
Yeah,
him
of
on.
course. Of course.
It was a long time ago.
As far as like accuracy,
It was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
We don't have to go too far with this, but I mean, did you watch the whole act take place? It's all just right there in the shoe, and then what's the next step?
Well, then we just left. He just left it.
He didn't
It
throw
was
it?
some dude's shoe.
Oh.
He didn't like him, and and so I think he stole his shoe or something.
Showed
and just left
him.
it on it. Yeah, I don't know.
I had a buddy do it on a plate and use that as part of his
Oh my-
ding dong ditch.
A plate.
Pooped on a plate, put it on the porch, rang the doorbell, ran off. We were in the
It's not
bushes across the
reptile.
street.
What kind of plate?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, a guy came out, obviously visibly upset, takes the plate out in the street and chunks it.
Oh man,
I wonder what I do in that. Like,
You gotta move it.
you do got to move it, but I probably put on some gloves.
you're
or
saying if
something.
you're the owner of the home or the property or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you're receiving.
The poo.
So is
like, and you know it's a human poo. That'd be
You could
extra
tell.
bothersome, I believe.
Yeah. It was big.
But that's why I thought a thing of dog poo in a bag. All right.
okay. So let me ask you this though: if you just do it on the leaves as a human, do you think it looks that different than the dog?
On the leaves.
Like if you have or the grass or whatever, like a dog, I think you're comparing.
Yeah, it looks different.
But I think you.
Although
perhaps,
I have poodles, tiny toy
I had
poodles.
Great
Right,
Danes and
and you're used to seeing it in water though.
There's definitely a smell difference.
There's definitely a smell difference. That's true.
Human worse?
Absolutely.
You think human worse?
Just based on walking into the office and passing the train station every morning around
Oh, wow.
6:45. Yeah.
Yeah, human poo.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever got that far into that. That feels like whenever they tell you that something was getting to the illegal level, it's almost like the FCC, you know? Like when you involve bodily fluids in crime, it feels like you're taking another level.
Is that a misto?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. Super, super hot out here this week, and we've got school.
Thank you.
You in particular. You in particular. I mean, you weren't going to let us get just falling in love with that white shirt. You were just going to wet the beak the other day.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I have a closet full of black shirts.
I know.
I found one I like, and I bought 10 of them.
Sure.
I am, though. I mean, this weather.
Yeah. We may be about to cancel.
Oh, you guys cancel soccer practice already?
I might. What if I want to?
So, yeah, now I'm...
Rain today was nice, but yeah.
You know what? The farmers needed it.
Oh, my, yes. Lake levels.
My front yard needed it.
Anyway, I'm trying to go for... because in California, I was waking up Texas time, and so I'm up real early, and I'd walk to 7-Eleven and get a coffee.
I was free of this tyranny.
What?
Just mentions of time zones.
Does that bother you?
No, I just like to bitch at you.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
We just remember sitting at Spencer McKenzie's at 3:45 in the afternoon.
Yeah, but then you guys would have another dinner later. You'd be fine.
We must drop it. We must drop it. So what are you doing now? Are you walking in your neighborhood to go get coffee?
No, I'm getting up like at 6:30. Well, I'm trying, but I'm not succeeding. But I'll go out for a 7 a.m. walk because I tried a 9 a.m. walk the other day, and it was the worst thing ever.
Too late?
It was worse than getting bagged up dog poop thrown at me.
Henry,
yeah,
did people...
It's just so hot.
What about your generation
It's
of
a
poop?
million degrees.
Your generation of poop.
Generation of poop. Like, we had Jackass, right? So I'm just not sure what came...
Well, I had always heard about the lighting a paper bag on fire with poop in it, and then you have to come out of your house to stomp it out. And then when you stomp on it, then your foot gets covered with the poop, which is more than the plate. The plate is more of a visual and a...
It's a giant middle finger.
Plate feels personal.
It is.
You're being served.
Yeah.
Like a paper plate, or did he use an actual...
No, yeah, just a little styrofoam plate.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he got it like a china.
No, he wouldn't wait.
Does anybody have china? You know what that is?
Oh, like the
like
glass?
the
So we have this
dishes
china set that apparently was like my great-great-grandma's or somebody, and then now so I have to hold on to this effing china.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
No, you don't.
But apparently I do. Like
someone,
I don't know
one
what
sentence to me explained the relationship between
Judgment?
China and China.
Oh, that was
And China.
It's fine china.
I know.
But these are like the finest plates from 1930 or something. Like, I don't know.
Porcelain.
And we're not allowed to ever use them.
So you've never used them?
Maybe as a little kid, as I
When you
recall,
dedicated
maybe it would be
someone
like
to
Christmas or
gods?
something. They would do like, we could use the china once a year. And then my mom had it displayed in a cupboard. Like, you got to see our chip, but we couldn't touch that china. And then now I own it all. But it's just packed up in a thing, and, you know, I'm just like, what are we doing with this china? Well, you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Who is that? Is that your wife saying we can't get rid of it? That's crazy.
Of course it's wife-driven.
Just, dude.
But then, so now I'm going to give it to my kid probably someday.
Oh, my God. Henry.
But what will they do with it?
Roll on it when you give
What
it.
would you do with China? You're a 30-year-old dude?
Fine china. Yeah.
Fine China. Is that what you're bringing to the relationship?
Yeah.
You guys move in together?
Yeah, I got the china. You get all the other stuff.
We'll use it once a year.
That is insane.
You do have china?
Yeah.
Okay. So china does still exist.
It's my grandmother's.
Right. Like no one is getting new china.
And we use it on Christmas.
Is there new china?
That's about it.
Let's see if we can buy some.
Brand new, like Amazon has to have
Raymond?
like.
Could Raymond do China?
Because wasn't it like a wedding present back in the day?
Up here on
like,
the wall?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that's what you asked
But it's
for.
like
tariffs
for your
on all
wedding
China.
present, I'm going to give you a gift that you can use once or twice a year.
I thought that was the whole thing. It's like you register for wedding china, you use it at the wedding, and then you keep it through the rest of your.
Dude, so much of the world is just based on the history of the world is just based on somebody being like, this is worth a lot, and other people being like, I agree.
Yeah.
And the
That's
silver utensils. With
That's what I'm looking at
Fine
now.
silver. We only bring that out.
serving tray.
Was it just a flex back in the day? Like, oh, look, we got
It's
plates.
just like rims.
Got plates that look real nice.
Yeah. I'm going to pass down rims.
Coffee.
If we get rid of that china, I will promise to poop on one of the pieces first. Can we get some YouTube traction with that?
I would imagine.
The story that I was in the middle of telling you about there, this is, you always hear about the concerns for concussions with football and the return to play in the fall, but the heat is more often than not what you see in the news. A player at Lancaster. Sophomore player. This says Lancaster Early College High Schools, one of these like prep type high schools, died after suffering a heat stroke. Now they placed him, his trainers did, in a cold tub right away to lower his body temperature. I'm not here to Monday morning quarterback, but that's interesting to me that's the suggestion. Or not the suggestion, but the
play.
The play. Do you have any medical professionals here?
So actually,
hit us.
As a nurse, I would think you'd call 911 first.
Okay, they did.
Okay.
They called 911, placed him in a cold tub to lower his body temperature.
I mean, that sounds accurate. You put it on your arteries to cool the body fastest.
Is there a thing where you can get too cold too fast when you're too hot? I think it's probably what we're wondering, right?
So I actually had this conversation the other day with my best friend who's a paramedic. And he said it's a lot easier to revive somebody who's having a seizure as a result of cooling them off too fast. So when they get there, that's the first thing they're going to do is put them essentially in a body bag, which is going to look horrible, but then fill it with ice and everything cold they have.
Yeah.
And you just come back to life in the bag?
Yeah, I don't think they.
But if you don't, you're already there. So. Yeah.
Yeah, they just poke a hole and let the water.
Yeah, you're
well, RSVP?
Yeah. Your choice, kid.
Yeah. But you want to have.
Or adult.
What's your experience with leeches?
We did that at Parkland, like when people cut off digits. Usually it's like table saw type stuff. And so they do leech therapy, which is really gross.
Like goat yoga.
So you'll get like leeches delivered that are, I guess, as sterile leeches as they can be.
Like the screwworm.
And so like they'll have their little fingers and you just have to attach the leech on and it just falls off when it's full. And then you put it in the biohazard bag and it goes about its way.
Is it like a cop with a taser? Did they try it? Did you have to experience? Did you get...
Do we test leeches on each
did you get leeched?
No.
I mean,
what
that,
is the
that
leech?
sounds crazy, but like
You're putting it on what? The cutoff
So
finger?
like if you cut off your finger, and they reattach it, which is usually...
Step one.
Extraordinarily long surgery. All those are like 20-plus hour surgeries to reattach digits because you get all the blood vessels, all that stuff. So they try and keep the blood flow going. So the idea is that the leech will pull through and you're keeping...
There's a leech on the
blood.
top then.
Yes.
Sucking blood up.
Yes.
Just going to town. Buffet. Going to town. Like
during
a
the surgery.
No, afterwards, like when you're in the ICU.
Oh, okay. To try and get the blood flowing up
Correct.
there.
But you're not usually out, right? I mean,
No.
you're awake.
You're totally awake.
You're awake. You're looking at a
With the
leech on your
yeah,
finger.
they're really gross. I mean, at that point, you're so doped up, left over. Probably.
Or your wife had heard maybe that it's like uncomfortable, but not painful or what?
Imagine getting your finger cut off. Hurts worse.
Well, yeah, bigger fish.
I think she was saying it was weird for her because sometimes they'll detach and
They
crawl
just-
around the room.
they leave
you gotta find them.
Yeah.
They leave little snail
Also
trails.
true.
Yeah.
But usually they just fall off and they get real big and fat and gross.
Dan, I sent you the Botox face lady. I think you might be interested.
You think you would, huh?
Well, I certainly would. She's on TV.
You do have a thing for TV ladies.
Where's everybody on the vid?
Is it back?
It's coming back. We've had a lot of people.
Yeah, much like students coming back. and
So I was
being
talking to my
outside.
mom about it because my mom had a real bad cold or something over the weekend. And she's like, how do I have a cold? It's 80 degrees outside. And I'm like, do you think it's COVID? And she dismissed that pretty quickly.
I mean...
But how would she know?
She doesn't expose herself too much, right? But like I felt a little bit funky and thought it was just, we'd been working weird hours, but we were in an airport. I need to get... Are we still...
It's definitely still going around.
We're doing...
I'll get a booster.
What's your normal...
This fall.
What's your scene, Blake? Dunzo?
Like...
You're not getting another
Flu
jab?
Flu season.
Oh,
I get a
do you
flu
get a flu
shot and a
shot?
COVID shot.
No.
I got them both last year. Why not? It feels like it's just part
It's
of the
just
thing
an
now.
appointment to remember to do.
Yeah.
And
then I could count all the.
But are COVID shots going to be available? I thought they took them off the table because it's not real anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like they're not even available?
That's what my question was. I thought they were eliminating those.
The whole COVID thing is insane.
It's best not to think about it.
Yeah, the whole up and down of it all, and especially that when you sit and remember when COVID first hit and President Hillary made us all shut down. Oh wait, like how do we do that one? How do we do the? Who was in charge at that time? But we somehow, I don't know. It's real funny. So anyway, I'm getting a COVID shot if I can.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to not get COVID. That was like the worst, bro.
Yeah, no fun.
Thanks for giving it to me.
I'm sorry. At least it didn't happen twice.
Well, actually,
we're gonna go.
At least
to
it wasn't
the
on a
9
major
o'clock
holiday.
Newscast.
That wasn't that bad. When Jake gave me COVID on Christmas, I'm like, sorry, would love to do all this family stuff. Guess I got to go just sit in my room and be by myself.
Nothing more one man's trash, treasure, and the like than that year where my family is just crying from another room.
Oh, now yours, you have a
With the little
2-year-old
slot.
kid, and
looking through the hole, they're giving me food and gruel.
Yeah, I had
quarantined off.
19-year-old kid. You have a 2-year-old kid, so
Right.
Mine
Your kid was already social distancing.
Mine was welcome.
Hey, don't you think "Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee" might also have a shirt that said "I've been social distancing all along"?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a pretty good one. Last
That is a
night
good one.
on the 9 o'clock newscast here on Fox 4, we had Steve Eager and Heather Hayes. They're wrapping up a story about the redistricting situation. Politics is happening today in Texas, Dan. Like a big one that's
Sleeveless Kate Baldwin is on it this morning too.
Definitely.
Is it driving her Delulu?
A little bit. She had on the little faux turtleneck sweater sleeveless thing. Oh my God! You got to go watch 5 Things today.
You say turtleneck you're a fan of?
Well, it's just the little neck thing, and then the sleeveless. Just that whole ensemble.
Yeah,
was really
a flex on him. One of the guys who's really popular in this whole political situation, or he's at the forefront of it, his name is Dusty Burrows. And I'm positive that I would disagree with him quite a bit, politically or whatever. But you have to admit, that's a pretty incredible Texas leadership name. We don't get too many new ones.
Thought it sounded like an old porn star.
Yeah.
But from Texas, maybe. Give me something. He's from Lubbock, or he serves from, I guess, Lubbock as a speaker. So they're wrapping up a story on the news last night. It's a tense story, I guess, because Steve doesn't sound real thrilled to really even be having to cover this. It is a little bit of theater, so take it away.
Another demonstration planned for tonight, but protesters were evacuated because of a threat at the Capitol. Tomorrow, lawmakers will vote on the Republican-backed redistricting map that prompted...
Do you think he has time for these shenanigans right now? I mean, I'll back it up a little bit. But
when you're in those rooms and it feels like you're the only one there, we are all in that room with you.
Another demonstration planned for tonight, but protesters were evacuated because of a threat at the Capitol. Tomorrow, lawmakers will vote on the Republican-backed redistricting map that prompted Democrats to leave the state originally.
Tarrant County commissioners voted to slash the number of early voting and Election Day polling locations. More than 100 residents signed up to speak on a nearly 40% cut of the county's early voting sites.
Whoa.
Is that why we're playing this whole thing?
Whoa, indeed.
Because Heather, now what do you think of that one compared to X-Wing?
One.
Yeah.
One.
Is it followed by Keystador?
Yeah.
Do you think perhaps she had a bet with her friends? Like, I could say it. Watch.
I would never. Yeah, I bet you that people have been doing that for years. That's kind of what I was going to say that I left off the table on the Cowboys thing, is more the idea of, do you think that you can have classic bad boy teams anymore? Like, it kind of goes along with yesterday. Can we have words that stick around anymore? Do people take risks like that enough? Like, can you, if you're, people in the 70s and 80s on the news were doing bits. It's a lot harder to imagine somebody now being like, hey, let's do the C word bit. It sweeps. It's for like present day news.
I am glad that you played that here because in our terrestrial radio days, you would have to beep that out and you would never really get the context. You couldn't. You didn't really know what was funny. But,
yeah. I mean, we just have
that was gold.
We have a whole
That's gold
just folder full of that word. Obviously, not as much.
Like, I wish I could find the original Brad Sham unedited one.
We have it somewhere.
I couldn't find it. I've been looking. I looked for like minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh,
literally minutes. Hey, that reminds me. If you need to get a new car, like Community Mechanical did one time for their fleet, didn't we talk about fleets? And
we did.
How many trucks? You know where they got their fleet of trucks?
Online at fairlease.org.
Fairlease.org.
Kind
In
of.
fact,
The trades are saying the fine china of leasing.
like that's just something I hadn't thought about. Like if you're a business, so thought if you need a car or whatever, obviously you would want to lease a vehicle at fairlease.org. But what if you're a business and you got a small fleet? Well, fairlease.org, their deal was so good, they bought Travis out of their D&M lease and set him up with new vehicles and a new leasing thing. It's great. 214-818-3238 or fairlease.org. You got to put in Dumb Zone. They got a little drop-down menu. It already has a thing in there for you. You don't even have to know how to spell Dumb Zone.
But give it your best shot, though.
Yeah, so fairlease.org. Lease a vehicle.
Thank you.
I said lease it.
I have intentions to do that. Yeah, I think that's probably how we're going to wrap up. Is there anything that was on your plate that you were? I think I'm going to start asking you if there's anything at the end that you're like, oh, I heard this on 5 Things.
What have I been worried about in the news today? No, I'd like that opportunity though.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Well, it looks like voting's
You
probably
good?
going to be a little different going forward, and there's your news today.
So yeah, so what is that? Is that their? I guess I'd never get all of that either. Like
political games.
But it feels like there's just as many olds on the right that want to vote for in the mail and all that kind of stuff. Where it does seem to be the right that always doesn't want you to do that. But I don't get anything.
The Dumb Zone.
I know this.
News.
It's colder today.
And subscribe.
The temperature?
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Is it still raining?
I mean, it was coming down pretty heavy. It's about 80 right now.
I don't know. I don't have my weather radio.
I still don't know what that is.
Sorry.
The Dumb Zone presents Today.
This will be brought to us by Frankel and Frankel Law Firm, personal injury attorneys. Jake wants you to get in an accident, and when you do, call Frankel and Frankel at 214 or 817, and then all threes. They are the people that will fight those insurance companies. They will get you what you deserve. If you have a tree fall on you and you find yourself in a wheelchair, well, then you might want to call Frankel and Frankel and say, boy, there was some unsafe, if seriously,
That's
personal
right.
injury attorneys, the first names you should think of is Frankel and Frankel.
If you find yourself being protected by the Cowboys' offensive line and you find you're subject to violence,
There you go.
You're hurt. It's a personal injury. Check them out at 214-817-3333-3333. For real,
Who could
please,
Joe Burrow
if something happens,
sue? Yeah.
just give them a shot to earn your business. Report back to us. We love the Frankels. We thank you. Yeah, I still don't understand if Joe Burrow getting tackled and being okay, shouldn't that be proof again that playing is okay?
I think that's what Micah's saying. We got to be tough. We got to play. That's why I'm sitting out.
Yeah, Clarence, I'm less certain.
Yes. So it is Wednesday, August 20th. And I have your mail.
Eve.
Nailed it.
Got a bunch of viewer mail birthdays. So we have Dear Purple-Headed Custard Pump of the Velvet-Lined Sausage Wallet.
Wow.
What is that?
Absolute
Quite a picture.
power combo.
Business Wednesday is my 51st birthday. My leaders are Hepela's up-top ankle weights and Brad Sham's denim culottes.
Dude, this guy needs to be banned or in charge of society. Banned from or in charge of.
Never
I
punt
like it.
and run the damn ball from Jason Robbins.
Wow. It's a heater.
Daniel, I'm wishing myself a happy birthday. I was woken up in that special way, quote, Jake style. I sleep on my stomach. My leader is sporadically confrontational Charles Haley. Never punt, always C word. That rhymes with punt. That's from Dirk.
Yeah, there's a lot of Charles. You know, they've got to fill a lot of time. And, you know, he shows up late. You get to cover his exit. I think if there was something about the 49ers from that era that was done that way, you would really, really like it, Dan. Because there's some Seifert, some Eddie DeBartolo, some Carmen Policy, some Steve Young in there. But, you know, it's like you said, it's boring because they're not getting arrested all the time and accused of things. And
yeah, you can't make a documentary out of that. Dear Dan of Den of Inequality, I'd like to wish my fellow Whitesboro. He asked for a mascot to be named by Blake.
Jackrabbit. Wildcats?
There's no chance.
Bearcats.
Oh, there was a closer chance than I thought.
And
Whitesboro
fellow Red
Bearcats.
Raider alum Tremis, a happy birthday. That friend is just as far left of politics as I am right. He would like you to know that Norm is his leader, and
Duck
Dan,
that one,
it's
Blake.
a schedule for human beings.
Got him getting along.
Have good, get give, never punt, legalize it from his fellow DZer and IJBer Dusty.
Nice. Congrats on the legislative win.
Right? Mr. Burrows. Excellent work.
We have dearest Daniel Prater of the Cleator and High Chief of the Queef Sleeve.
Can I ask you a quick question? You can get back to that intro. Am I a complete moron, or was it really like 2017 or 18 before I had seen Cleator during a baseball game and put that together? Did that actually happen with us together, or you had been making that joke?
No, I think I learned about it when you did.
Okay.
Oddly enough. Some things, yeah, it's weird that I didn't catch them before.
Okay.
But I never did that until...
That one was just right there.
Yeah.
And Bob just... They were in a series. Felt like...
Okay, so this is from Matt. He writes, Matt Meat Curtains Martinez. And he wants to give a shout-out for the 33rd birthday of Andrew Llewellyn, day 12 subby. And as I read further, it says here this birthday is for Thursday. Should I keep going, or just save this for tomorrow?
Today is our Thursday. Should
I save this for tomorrow, or just keep going?
Probably save it.
I'll save it. Dear Dan Nude Els. Oh, Dan Noodle. All right. I'm very slow.
Excellent.
It is the 6th birthday of my son Carter. His leaders are Jurassic Park, King Kong vs. Godzilla, and Hot Ice. From your hillbilly North Georgia DF, James Stathopulo.
That's a cool name.
Greetings, Reichsfuhrer of the Muskie Blitzkrieg. Today is my Frank Thomas birthday. Leaders are prepubescent sponsor Reed Blake, Early Bird Jake, and Uncle Hotmail, which is a far superior method of sending and receiving electronic mail. Has spell check, spam filters, and archiving. Baby arm from Justin.
So that sponsor is back, and I will typically, have to make the commercials for him.
The one that's like a complicated spine-sounding thing?
Yeah, and so I'll send them the previous versions of their ads of like, hey, if you want to reuse it, you can. Makes my life a lot easier because I don't have to make a new commercial. And they said, yeah, we're going to make a new one.
You said, I mean, I'm surprised you, of all people, even sent them a 10-year-old thing.
Yeah, if it saves me work, I'll do it.
I can make your voice do most of it right here.
All right, so some Today in History for Wednesday, August 20th. First boxing match fought with gloves on this day in 1884. I believe soon after it would be purses and then skirts and, yeah.
Right.
And then they just all would transition into ladies. That boxing does not exist anymore.
Play on computer.
In 1938, remember we've talked about like the 30s and everything, like when sitting on a pole was a thing.
That's one of the more remarkable reports I've ever been.
Yeah. Like pole sitting was like an actual big thing. Well, also,
like you hear about executions and you're like, I got to admit, pretty metal. I'd be there. Pole sitting. What else?
Well, so 1938, 10,000 people are attending a Saturday morning publicity stunt organized by the Come to Cleveland Committee.
Mm-hmm.
So Cleveland, not just when I was a kid, but forever, has been like, look, we don't suck. Come on, we got a thing here, and there's a building. So 5 members of the Indians are there to attempt to set a record by catching a baseball thrown off the top of the Terminal Tower. The Terminal Tower, if Grandpa and Grandma or whoever wasn't lying when I was growing up, was like the second tallest building in the world to the Empire State Building at one time. Like, it was a big deal. It was called the Terminal Tower.
Sure it was.
So third-string catcher Henry Helf, anyway, he catches a ball dropped from 52 stories, estimated to be traveling the speed of 138 miles per hour. He broke Gabby Street's mark for a vertical catch. He was a Washington Senators catcher. He caught it from 555 feet off the Washington Monument in 1908. So it took 30 years to finally break. They thought that was an unbreakable record.
I mean, on one hand, it seems really basic, just like, let's see how far this can do that. But on the other, that's still kind of what we do.
Yeah. We just have more stuff.
Yeah, way more.
On this day in 1986, postal employee Patrick Sherrill went on a deadly rampage at a post office in Edmond, Oklahoma, shooting 14 fellow workers and then killed himself. See, when I was a kid, this is what we did.
Right.
We had they called it going postal, and apparently this happened a lot, where guys at post offices would like kill a bunch of people and their boss and then themselves.
Couple
and
turns.
Now the kids these days are like, well, what if we just do the shooting like at school? Like, no. You're supposed to grow up and then get a really shitty job and then kill the people who are making this job so shitty for you.
Right. Blame this part of the system, not this part.
But what happened was, I think the post office actually kind of looked at it and went, man, these are some draconian measures we have. We should lighten up a bit. They did lighten up, and then everybody's so woke and everything's so perfect in the world that they start, killing earlier, I guess.
I'm ready for football to start. I feel you.
On this day in 1989, entertainment executive Jose Menendez and his wife Kitty were shot to death in their Beverly Hills mansion by their sons, Lyle and Eric Menendez. Wasn't there a moment a few months ago where it was like, hey, I think they're going to get out?
Yeah, and we were
like
told
they're
that
back.
It in some way had to do with one of the local elections out there. That one of the people running for DA or mayor or something was trying to run on that. Maybe we need to look at the Menendez brothers. I don't know. Imagine the insane stuff you come up with when you're running for like city council in Hollywood.
Well, there was like
you're like, yeah, I don't know. We'll do the reptile power people thing.
Wasn't there a recent documentary that was kind of questioning, did they get I didn't watch it.
Let's make that the name of a segment. Wasn't there a recent documentary that was kind of like, nah?
On this day in 2008, a Spanish jetliner crashed during takeoff from Madrid, killing 154 people. 18 people survived.
Too many?
That feels like too many.
Feels like too many. I'd probably just kill myself if I was sitting there, one of the survivors.
You would, yeah. You
or
just
kill
let them,
16 people around me.
You sacrifice yourself to them.
Also during takeoff, you wouldn't want to crash during. Well, I guess if you did, then your family can come get you right there.
Would that be the worst part?
But if
your plane crashed on the way back from California and you're stuck in New Mexico,
yeah, then your wife has to go deal with that.
Now I got to take another plane home.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you'd want to crash upon takeoff.
Yeah.
I'd want to crash somewhere cool. I think like if you could just crash, don't you think? I don't even really know what the Bermuda Triangle is, but if you could crash somewhere wild, don't really have to pay for a funeral. A lot of mystique. You know, not like Addison Small Airport, but if you were to crash in one of the wonders of the earth, just stay there.
You could have just called Madurai. We would have picked you up in New Mexico on the way back.
That's true.
Yeah.
So always travel with 2 other people who are driving if you are going to fly somewhere.
I think my water was taking up all the free space.
That's true.
Might
Blake
not
would have canceled. Like, nah, don't pick him up.
Might not have had room.
On this day in 2019, President Trump abruptly canceled a trip to Denmark, which owns Greenland, after the Danish Prime Minister dismissed the idea of the U.S. purchasing Greenland. So is this one of those things that you have a to-do list, but you get interrupted, and then all of a sudden you do some other stuff, and then you come back to it later? Like, he got interrupted by losing the 2020 election.
Right.
And 4 years later,
going
like,
back
the
to
first
school.
thing on his list was like, hey, let's go back to that thing I was going to do. Because that was like the first thing he did this time, right? Started talking about Greenland again?
It was definitely up there. That is a very funny way to look at it. Like, if you you pick up an old to-do list, old notebook like that. Not many people have had
that's right.
a crack at that. Like,
I was going to work on this.
Yeah. We're not doing that anymore, bud.
I thought we were going to own Canada too. What's going on here? All this stuff happens and then it's gone.
Then the next month is here, and then we got another.
Stay away from it.
Yeah.
Are you in a
Kate
zero
keeps
RB
mentioning
league?
So they have leagues that totally you can't even have a running back at all?
I've been found out.
What?
That's as far as I can take that question.
Because you know what I think they should do with fantasy football?
He might be talking about the zero running back strategy.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I think fantasy leagues should revamp the way they're set up. You shouldn't have 2 starting running backs anymore.
Just one?
You should just have one. You should maybe have 2 quarterbacks.
We will have a very special guest.
Like it
Talk
back in the
fantasy
day,
football
you could
with
get
us
2
tomorrow.
running backs who were both productive.
Yeah.
Machine.
And now you can maybe get one, maybe, if you're one of the top 3 picks. Anyway, yes, let's do this tomorrow. Think about that.
Hold this over.
My league, though, is...
Let's put a pin in it.
Blake was trying to get into it and couldn't, but we just we draft. The fantasy draft is different running plays for teams throughout the year. So you can draft like the Cardinals, like off tackle right as a.
See, now he's just making fun of it.
No, it's that advanced. It's just running plays. You know, you can.
You mock it.
No.
And a famous wedding on this date in 2011, Kim Kardashian marries Chris Humphries.
Henry, who is Chris Humphries?
There you go. And
But
on
hold
this,
on, can I just say this? It is kind of wild because we do these birthdays of a very famous woman who was like 80 or 90, and I'll see 7 people they were married to, and I've never heard of 5 of them. And in my head, I'm like, I feel like if you're married to the most famous woman, at some point you were married to the most famous woman on the planet, everyone would know who you are. Chris Humphries is kind of spare.
right.
That's a tough look. An interesting one.
Well, it was just true love. That's what she was into. So on this day in Dumb Zone history, August 20th.
This was a big day for us because I think over the weekend, this was a Monday, over the weekend was Tom Brenneman.
Wow.
So we had fun. That was a whole segment.
If that happened last weekend, same words. Obviously, there's a bunch
we
of
just
other
play it here?
cultural, things that we have to imagine have changed or whatever. But if it's just like this weekend, what do you do?
I think you play it.
Well, play it, but does he get
run?
Fired?
Probably the way because he said it with some vitriol.
I think, yeah.
Like
I think you're right. We probably
he
done
said it like hard, like it's the F capital of the world. Like he didn't. It wasn't like funny the way we say it.
No, I think his is different, but at some point there's going to be that line, I would imagine. But he did work on it.
And now he's back doing college football in the CW.
Wasn't I in the same? Yeah, he was at the Clemson game I was at last year.
After Buffy.
I was gonna say the CW's still around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of SMU football in the CW. And then I'll leave you on a sad note. This was NBA in the bubble time, and we were watching Luka's first playoff series. And just saying, boy, if he just gets better every year, he might be pretty awesome. Oh, and then Mazman was in a BLM shirt in the bubble.
Man, it would be worth our time again to go back and review all of the names that were approved in the bubble. Mavs Man was at the bubble.
In the notes, yeah. Mazman was in a, yeah.
Birthdays today of famous people. Yoki Paka is 34. Where's he?
I hope he
Still in
lives
the
on a
game?
lake. You know what? I actually feel like within the last year I saw him in a game. But that's not much information.
Was it Yoki Pocket time?
Yerky, that was a good one, but the real dinger was Beef Yerky. Beef Yerky time.
Quinn Buckner is 72.
Wow. Kind of looks like cocaine.
Let's do this for Henry. Henry, you got a mic? Yep. Don King, 94.
Don't know.
Mitchell Trubisky, 31.
No, that one though.
What's he?
Now
what's
I'm
he
not asking you questions.
What's he famous for?
Mitchell Trubisky for backing up Josh Allen?
Eh.
Did he have a Kemp spin or something?
Funny tweets.
Yeah, he's got some funny tweets for sure. Yeah, one of them, the one that you see a lot is he just posted, "I love kissing titties," all caps. But the other one, which still perplexes me and I think describes life at the same time, it's just a photo of a tunnel out in like West Virginia, and it's the picture that says "Tunnel's so dope." Because I don't know how they do it.
It's crazy, isn't it? How does it not just all fall down on you when you're...
No chance. I'm ready for that question on the next road trip. Yeah, Mitch Trubisky.
I don't know. They just support...
You don't know.
What do they do?
They're so dope.
Like, how are they doing it? He's right.
Didn't he played pretty well, right? The other night?
Oh, in a preseason? I don't know.
Was he drafted just ahead of Patrick Mahomes?
Same draft.
Same
Well
draft,
ahead.
but well ahead. There's
Yeah.
a couple more in there. Trey Lance, right?
They traded up to get him, didn't they? Or no?
Everybody traded up in that draft.
Yeah.
I believe. Let's look.
I was thinking, though, that, like, wouldn't that be a guy you'd want as your Cowboy backup? Like a guy with some... Doesn't the whole Joe Milton thing... I don't know. To have Dak Prescott and so much tied to your quarterback, you need a... Are we doing sports talk now? I think we are. Duffy Waldorf is 63. I only include him. Do you know why? Because I'm thinking that's one of the guys you made young Joe Kemp play as when you were doing Tiger Woods golf.
No, I don't know that one.
No.
Duffy Waldorf, that seems like a caddy to me, but I'm thinking of who? What's the guy's name?
Bagger Vance.
Puff? Fluff? What?
He's the one who would
Tiger's first caddy?
Gauge the wind with his cigarette.
I don't know. Todd Helton is 52. 61.8 WAR, but he's in second place today to Greg Nettles. He was 81. He's 67.9 WAR.
Wow.
Connie Chung is 79.
Who is she married to? Maury Povich. There you go, yeah.
I just saw a bit where Maury has a podcast now.
Of course.
And he's like 90. And his guest is Connie Chung. And he's deriding her for apparently, like, they both cheated on each other a lot. So he's like, yeah, you got around a lot when you got famous. And she's like, well, you did too, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, how about Warren Beatty? So I guess she nailed Warren Beatty.
Okay.
Which I believe back in the day, that would have been something you'd want to do if you're a lady.
Oh, yeah, what? For sure.
Bad podcast name.
What are we going with? More Pose, you're not the father, you are not the podcast. You are, I don't know, go ahead.
That's where I was leaning.
What is it?
On par with Maury Povich.
On par?
Got a bunch of golf balls on here.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Now, Duffy Waldorf, that would make more sense.
The podcast space has been missing Maury Povich on golf.
Oh, God. Off the tee, Maury swings at the headlines.
No, there is a golf feel to this restaurant, isn't there?
Yeah.
Robert Plant is 77. He's from Led Zeppelin.
How'd you duck that train? I mean, outside of just like
being stoked on Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never really had a Led Zeppelin phase.
Me neither.
Al Roker is 71.
You predict snow, Al Roker.
Actor Ray Wise is 78. He's in Twin Peaks. I didn't know who he was, so I searched him this morning to see if he's even worthy of this list. He's kind of not. But when you see his face, you know who he is, and I know who he is because he's been in some Tim and Eric sketches.
A lot of overlap in these things you're mentioning. His name again?
His name is Ray Wise. But it's just one of those get the old serious actor, but we'll put him in a Tim and Eric sketch, and that's funny.
It's a great bit. I've always wondered if the pay conversation is weird.
Yeah, they're not paying him.
Well, no, I know.
Scale or whatever they say.
Right, they start complaining, and then you just start saying, but look how old you are. Then they ask for another.
They don't
what about
complain.
this? And you're
They're just happy to be out there, getting a little something, reaching the kids. That's my guess on Ray Wise.
I'm sure there's.
I don't like you besmirching the name of Ray Wise
Listen,
right here.
I'm sure there's a
the end of
list
an otherwise
of
fun
this
show.
somewhere. But Twin Peaks and I guess David Lynch, that is somewhere on the list of things that I just missed or things that missed me.
Me too.
I don't know what's going on over there.
And I got friends that are really
I'm hearing
stoked
you don't
on it.
some of the shapes don't even look normal over there. It's a different universe, and I don't like it. It's scary, and I'm glad you and I have that in common because it's weird. Are you aware of this at all, like Twin Peaks, Blake?
No.
Okay.
My youngest daughter is into it.
It's artsy.
Yeah.
Couple left turns, buddy.
Demi Lovato is 33.
Local.
Amy Adams is 51. Andrew Garfield is 42. Actor.
Who's that, Blake?
He was in The Social Network and Spider-Man.
Okay, that's what.
Is he the new
He's
Spider-Man?
a hot guy.
He was the last Spider-Man.
Yeah, the newest Spider-Man.
Boy, too many Spider-Mans, huh? He's pumping these things out.
Actor K. Hugh Kwan is 54. Number one, he was short round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Man.
But then, kind of a comeback in Everything Everywhere All at Once a few years ago. Did you see that?
No.
It's good.
It's great.
Guys should go see it together.
I think it was
inventor kid in the Goonies.
I think it was Academy Award nominated at least. If it didn't win,
He
did it
won.
win?
He won.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
there you go.
The people were in the streets. Didn't you see?
Our Dumb Zone birthday of the day. Oh, well, let's see. Let's see Henry's birthday of the day. Intern Henry trying to freshen up our list.
All right, this one relates to my favorite sports movie of all time, Remember the Titans. It is a Born on This Day, Still Dead. And that's Gary Bertier. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He was the linebacker and kind of the main...
Left side.
Like, he was the main guy in the film before everyone got there. Like, he was supposed to be the star player of the team. And then...
the actual guy who
yeah, the actual
depicted
guy.
in that movie.
Not the actor that played him.
Is
But
that
he ended up...
Booby Miles?
No, that's Friday Night Lights.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was paralyzed from the waist down in a car accident and became a successful Paralympian.
Jeez. Oh gosh. Yeah, he's that's the crux of the movie.
Is the Paralympic team like fired up when they see like a real good football player get paralyzed? They're like, damn.
I'd love to know. I'd love to know, because
on one hand, I don't wish it upon him, but I'm happy.
Let me tell you something.
That if somebody got paralyzed, they'd rather Blake get paralyzed than me.
Yeah.
If it's the perilous basketball team.
I think, we talked about this earlier with levels of handicap. I think once I learned of the Gold Star Gay, a lot of things opened up for me. Like in the way that people looked at things, of degrees of this or that. Like, oh, you're not a full this.
Yeah.
So you're talking Paralympic. Are you like, I don't know. I want you to be someone who had it all and struggle and fail down with me, or someone who had it rough and climbed up.
The
Should we just be
Paralympic golf
covering-
tournament really brought a lot to light too. Just like, is that fair? Or the handicap golf tournament where you have the handicap have a handicap?
It was, from a phrasing standpoint, a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you will. But it was
the best thing about the handicap golf tournament was the on-field reporter
sit-ins.
Had no arms.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
well, I mean, it's the same reason you want Tom Brady on the call of the biggest game.
But I'm saying, why does the golfing? I would see how you had to be handicapped to be able to be in that tournament.
It's a weird.
Like, let's say they had a 4 foot and under. Haven't they actually had like under 6 feet basketball leagues? Does the sideline reporter also have to be under like?
Well, they know the struggles.
Yeah, it's an
They've
odd
been in
way
those
to
battles.
try to.
He had no arms.
Right.
And that meant he had to keep everything in the dome. No writing notes about anything. Like, you got to. He's probably the best sideline reporter. He's way better than Erin Andrews. She's jotting down notes and then referring to them before. Okay, camera's about to come to me here. I'll just refer to my notes and then put my hand down. And, like, this guy's got to remember it all.
Do you think that his peephole video would go for as much? I doubt it.
And they're like, look at him dance. Because he's on Dance with the Star. Dumb Zone birthday of the day for you. It's Fred Durst, 55.
Wow. Yeah, a real pioneer.
Yeah, I meant to text you last night at midnight. Happy birthday to Fred Durst.
There was a time whenever that music, I guess, made me kind of excited because it was new, but in retrospect, what were we doing?
Born on the Stay Now Dead, Dimebag Daryl Abbott from Pantera. This is his birthday, so not the death anniversary. The death anniversary is a funny story, though.
It feels like there's about 5 days a year that somehow we can get.
Do you want to mention the story?
Well, for most listeners, it was Donovan, who was working at the Bone at the time, right? Who got called in the middle of the night.
He was, yes. Black guy working at a classic rock station. He didn't know half the songs, but they called him the Bone Brother because he's a funny guy and he was on the morning show. And yes, I think they called him he had to get up at 5 in the morning to get to the station. And they call him at 2. So wake him out of a deep sleep to tell him that Daryl Dimebag Abbott had passed away. And first of all, I don't know that he knew who that guy was.
No,
let alone would be negatively affected by this in any way. But he's like, okay.
No, and I remember
went back to sleep.
I was interning
mad that he was woken up.
Oh yeah, mad that you had to fake. I was an intern for the Hardline at that time, and I felt like I really needed to be really busted up about it. It was a big deal, and it's like I was a fan of Pantera, but was I that big of a fan at the time? Like, man, this is horrible talking to Danny about it. I'm going to cry with these guys.
So that's Born on the Stay Now Dead. Dead on the Stay Still Dead. Jerry Lewis.
The one with the 11-year-old?
He of the, I don't know what that means.
He Carl Maloned it.
Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh, Jerry Lee Lewis. That's with his cousin.
Ah.
Yeah.
This is Jerry Lewis, the comedian.
Oh.
That other guy wasn't just doing a bit?
Who?
Jerry Lee Lewis?
No, his name is Jerry Lee Lewis. And Jerry Lewis.
I'm saying the bit wasn't his cousin? Never mind.
All right. Jerry Lewis did the telethon.
That was today in
Jerry
history.
Lewis did the telethon. Jerry Lee Lewis brought his...
He married his 13-year-old cousin.
Right. And he's not a comedian.
He's not a comedian.
He played his piano at Jerry's birthday party.
Still
That's right.
think somehow that there's ambiguity on that, as Jerry would say.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do some closing remarks. Let's bring it to you by Lone Star Beer, available at Rangers games now.
Globe Life.
Available at the Dragon Den of Inequality. You know, I need to bring some Lone Star Beer up here to the Game Day Men's Health Studio as well. Just
Make it
because
right.
we got a little fridge here. But we are stocked up and ready to go for our big Cowboy game, which is 1 week from tomorrow, right? 2 weeks from tomorrow. So Lone Star Beer. Don't forget Lone Star Light as well in the blue can. And go to their website, LoneStarBeer.com. Use the code DUMBZone21. Get 21% off all merch. You must be 21 or over to purchase the merch. So go to LoneStarBeer.com and support our great sponsor and partner. I was thinking partner and sponsor, and then I said
tampon?
sponsor. Pawn? Are kids using pawn?
Yeah.
Are you using pawn?
What woman really doesn't?
You say pawn, though?
Oh.
I'm just saying in the vernacular.
14-year-old girl does.
Really?
You've heard that? You've heard pawn used.
Well, and then now there's the 6-7 thing and all these stupid.
Yeah,
I
it
have
feels like
zero
that's-
idea what you just said.
Yeah, I think that's where I got off the bus.
So thank you, Lone Star Beer. Lone Star Beer. Oh, yeah, closing remarks. Sorry. Michael Martin, you got nothing?
I'll donate my time.
You're donating your time.
Yield, right? Isn't that what you say?
He's yielding his time.
Yield the
Wow. A full just turn it over.
To those from...
You can write that off.
Yeah.
This time.
BVB Dallas.
Right.
Is it BVB Dallas or just BVB?
It is BVB Dallas.
Okay, so there's other, like there's a Cleveland?
I don't know if there's Cleveland. I know there
There
used to be a
was another
Houston at
one.
one point.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
So that they had the idea here in Dallas, based on another organization, but they split off because they wanted to keep the proceeds in Dallas for some specific beneficiaries.
And when is this football game?
Saturday.
Saturday.
These are all ladies?
Yes.
Correct.
Is it blondes versus brunettes?
Pink versus blue.
Okay.
We're bringing that back next year.
Bringing what back? He doesn't
No,
want to
there's
spill
been a-
the...
We're bringing back the hair color thing?
It was kind of been a running joke internally just because
Of what's back?
Back, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I keep mistakenly saying Team Blonde, even though it's now pink.
In your
team.
defense, that's what it was when we started.
Yeah, and when I left,
Were redheads always shut out of this thing?
absolutely.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
It's not like a deal where you have to play one of them, like a rec league or something with
Like a
co-ed.
pity redhead?
Yeah, you have to have one up there at all times.
Is there like a Jackie Robinson of redheads? They've the first.
Has there ever been a Jackie Robinson of redheads?
I'm saying to
Carrot
join the blonde versus brunette game.
Carrot Top?
Yeah, I didn't know this either, but when you get out there, it's pretty fast and loose with there's no like test where they like how blonde is this versus brunette. It's pretty much they separate the teams.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
pretty much
you can
just-
play on whatever team you want.
Yeah, based on
You could be anything now.
Okay.
It's crazy. You just
Yeah.
show up, say I'm on.
Marry a
play.
toaster.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say? What do you want to promote? Just the game? Go to the game?
The organization, especially. Obviously, the objective here is to raise money for Alzheimer's research and care, and so that's why us and our 100
We
closest friends
sponsor a fellowship over at UT Southwestern, so pay for a whole doctor's year of study. So that's a pretty cool thing where they do and research here in Dallas. So it stays here to help move on, research care and see what we're doing. Who's our other beneficiary this year?
Well, in the UT Southwestern, first of all, Dan, you made the joke earlier about, for you and I, but that is actually a pretty big concern of mine is that I'm going to end up like this with Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
for sure.
Yeah,
joke about it.
I got secrets
no,
that
I
don't want out, bro. And
Yeah,
who knows what you say in that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it has been really cool. Me and a couple other of the players and coaches went up to UT Southwestern a couple weeks ago and heard about some of the stuff they're doing. And they're actually getting close. There was a study they did with a specific medication that was actually able to slow and in some cases kind of reverse the effects of Alzheimer's and dementia. Obviously, it's not gone through the double-blind FDA trials and all that stuff, so it's not FDA approved. But obviously, this is the first step in getting there. And also, a lot of educational tidbits. Like, I did not know that you couldn't diagnose somebody with CTE until after they were dead via autopsy.
Then how does he host that show?
CTE ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-diagnosed.
Fraud.
Yeah, it is self-diagnosed.
Yeah, and so definitely there are people that show signs of it, but
so like brain scans when you're alive don't show the sort
I think
of.
they send it to Tennessee. Is that where?
Or
I
Anna
thought they
Kay.
cut off the head and sent
Yeah, they
it
sent it to
off.
Anna Kay. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's good that it's almost tackled.
Yeah, no, they're
Working
definitely
towards
making
it.
progress.
Let's blitz it. We'll throw a little heat at this thing.
Yeah.
Why not send a fifth? Maybe
Tackle it for a little loss.
I like to give it a couple different looks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
bvbdallas.org.
Yeah, and I also dropped my specific donation link to Blake.
Cool.
To put in the show chat.
We'll do a little work for you.
Counting as a fundraiser. So again, I appreciate you guys for having us out. But basically, the goal here is we're trying to hit 300,000. I think we're sitting around 250 right now for the year, we've already been raised enough to commit to funding the UT Southwestern Fellowship for I believe the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on the hook for doing this again next year as well for that specific reason.
And so, if you don't mind me asking, what does that actually mean for people? Like, so that work is being done, that research, that knowledge, it's happening here in DFW. Does that mean people can can you explain how this translates, just so people know what they're signing up for?
So basically, every dollar that's donated through my link or any of the links for the players and coaches, the money. Now we do pull money out to again raise more money with that, but every dollar is getting reinvested back into the cause. Obviously, there's some cost involved in putting on the football game, but ultimately that raises more money. So again, every dollar is accounted for towards the research, and then it does stay within facilities here in DFW that we have not that we have control over it, but we have a lot of visibility into how they're using it.
Like caregiver support. So if a member of your family is afflicted by this, there's resources we can connect you with and give you the support that you need to take care of that family member or place them in a facility that can help them better. So
it's like you were saying with me getting into soccer, it's way easier for me now. If you have a parent that gets to that age, having some level of playbook for it.
that's an overwhelming thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a situation where if
it's expensive enough to die already.
Yeah, caring for somebody with Alzheimer's or dementia is absolutely a 24/7 task. So it's something a lot of people I think aren't aware of.
Michael, you have some more time. You want to close?
I feel like
with
I'm
a
doing
joke?
preventative maintenance on that. Yeah, I'm trying. Like they say, I really was reading a thing that says if you walk more, you can help prevent Alzheimer's by whatever percent. I'm like, oh, okay. So I parked a little farther away from the.
On one hand, I know it's the common thing is to say oh, well, next year they're going to change this, or they'll say this or that causes cancer, or whatever. It generally mostly makes sense. If somebody said walking, do you think that's probably pretty good for just everything in general? It's pretty basic,
I guess, but no, you always
live a
think
very
of
normal life,
but you think of more extra. You got to go to the gym. You got to do this. You got to do that. But actually, yes, just getting out and moving around apparently can help. Like I told you I watched that show about the blue zones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how people live to
diet and exercise. Who'd thunk?
Yeah. It turns out
didn't somebody debunk that, Blake?
In these areas, it's like they live in very hilly areas. They do a lot of walking. They actually eat kind of well, fish and grains and things like that. Oh, it turns out that eating right and exercising works. Yeah. And it's not major exercise. Like these old 100-year-olds aren't lifting weights.
Living.
Like walking after you eat.
Yeah. They're walking to town to get their water or whatever.
Doing it.
And doing it, yeah. I've been doing that, bro. You know that. I don't have to tell you.
No, please don't.
I said I don't have to.
Yeah.
Because I already did this morning. Told you all about it.
Ugh.
Anyway, don't act like that when you're picturing me
I'm
making
happy for
sweet
Dan
love.
when I think about it.
Yeah.
Who is he with when you think about it? First, right off the rip, right there, go. Who's he with?
His Jordan.
That's right. My Jordan Hudson.
That's fair.
Sweet little girl. I don't know how old she is yet. I haven't met her.
Yeah, she'll take
Don't
care
know
of you
that.
though, and the research will be there.
That's
to help her
right.
take care.
No, I'll be thriving.
You might
That's
meet her at
right.
this game on Saturday.
I might meet her.
Doors open at 5.
What
Okay.
does that mean?
Anyway,
Could I have one more tidbit?
Sure.
it's your time.
So I actually get a corporate match through the large teleco company that I work for, not too far from here. So I'm going to send Blake my Venmo as well. So if anyone is sending $5-10, anything like that, I'll be able to match it dollar for dollar up to I think $5,000.
Oh wow. Okay, right on. We're in for X amount. That will be a nice.
That sounds a little shady. Send him my Venmo.
I'll put together a spreadsheet at the end, so everyone will be able to see their name on it. See the
W9.
donation.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Mine is the 10%.
I don't think it's shady though. I have full trust in you.
This is a lot of stuff I got to put in the show notes.
That's right. We got a lot of show notes today.
Sorry, Blake.
Blake doesn't like to help charity.
I guess a $25 donation to
Get into
give
the
by
game.
little- yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get you a ticket into the game.
Blake's like, I gave at the train.
Right.
So, so if you donated all $25 is the threshold, and that gets you the ticket, and then you come see all the action on Saturday. I'll be playing. It'll be fun.
Oh, you'll be playing.
Oh yeah.
What do you play?
Defense.
Is she good? Have you played?
I've
against
seen her.
her?
Yeah, she's. I don't. It's been
Did you
a while.
play or
Listen.
did you? No, you
No,
were
no,
just
they don't
a
play.
sideline guy.
Yeah, there's really no males playing.
Was defensive MVP last year.
Yeah.
Defensive MVP.
Now I haven't seen. It's been a little while, and I don't know your exact age, but I mean, it's really going fast for me on the ability to run around like that, even with.
Are you like the Blake of your office? You're like a kick-ass athlete. You're winning fights at fight night. You're
Sandbagger.
Yes, I'll answer for her.
Is she?
Yeah, I'm actually the offensive coordinator this year, so a lot of my job is, practice against our defense, and she's been a problem basically since the start.
Now, do you actually call plays as the OC, or do you do it Cowboy style?
No, I'm tasked with calling plays.
Okay, a lot of pressure.
Tons of pressure.
Sequencing. You got a guy in your ear. Game management.
Usually Mariola.
Did I just ask if you had a guy in his ear? He's coaching a team of 25 women. No guy in his ear. He's got an entire sideline of people in his ear. Does that get overwhelming? What's worse, the parents or the extremely teed up females with eye black on who are all swagged out? That's a scary scene, Dan. They're there to rumble.
Absolutely terrifying when they're all yelling at me. I'll admit it.
The moon moves. It's like a whole thing.
Mercury's in retrograde.
See
All
you
right.
tomorrow.
Well, all right.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
From the pitch to the gridiron, he's number one, 60 plus is nothing. It's a Brandon Aubrey show. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Brandon Aubrey show. Na 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 na. Get ball. Na 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 na. Get checked. Na 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 na. Brandon Aubrey show. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.